with me because I'm a rep this set. You got to show your partners how valuable you are.
That's right.
Do you just do what's required or do you go above and beyond?
Right.
I want to go above and beyond.
I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to.
Because I'm a rep this set.
I've always had that.
You got to
going
show.
Home to get me. Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself. So
let me tell you what comes on the road to success. If recently, at any point in the last 12 months, you've experienced doubt, if you have a lot of fear or anxiety on the road you're on, or if you've experienced those emotions recently about what you're doing, you feeling like an imposter, like you have imposter syndrome, like nobody knows, I don't really know what I'm doing. You're on the road that I think you should be on, the right road, the road less traveled.
Surround yourself with people that's just as hungry and eager to learn, eager to succeed as you are. And don't let nobody talk you out of your vision because they can't see it. I think that's the biggest mistake I ever made because, you know, we all have visions. Each and every last one of us. Every human being on earth has a purpose and has a vision or something that they can contribute. It comes to us first by way of a vision. Something that you see in your mind, an idea that you have. Nobody else had it, it's yours. And the first thing we usually do is go to our peers and go to the people around us and tell them of our vision. And because they don't have the same vision or they don't believe that they could achieve, properly execute this vision. First thing they say, no, man, you can't do that. What you want to do that for, man? Ain't nobody did. And the first thing we do is like, damn, that might be a dumb idea. Let me just. And then a year later, you'll see another motherfucker that just done got shot through the roof doing the exact same thing that you just said.
I wanted to be a gangster. I'm a thug, but I'm a nice person. I'm a thug by survival. I have to be to survive, not because I want to be. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to survive. I want to make money. I want to be in business. I want to do it. But what's honest about the world is that no one's going to let me do that. So that's where the thug comes in. But if everybody just left me alone, I'll be a nice person.
I'm not being normal. I'm not a normal person. And that comes with self-confidence. Like, I think everybody in here, no matter who you are, what you feel like you look like, or what you feel like you got against you, I think you should always feel like that you special. That's how I always got girls. Like, a girl didn't give me her number back in the day, I was like, all right, that's on you. I still remember. Seriously, I just always felt like I was special. And some people would call it cocky, but I just believe to make it far, you got to believe in yourself way more than anybody else would believe in you. Don't let nobody else tell you what you can't do.
Here's my advice to you today. Walk away from the 97%. Don't talk like they talk. Don't act like they act. Don't go where they go. Don't specialize in what they specialize in. Throw away the blame list they cling to. Start you a new life.
You better go out there and create your own world, or you're going to be a visitor in somebody else's world. You're just going to be visiting. You're just going to be traveling through. You're not going to be able to call no shots. You're not going to be able to make no rules. You're not going to be able to make no decisions in somebody else's world. When I say create your own world, go somewhere, man, and create what you want for your life. Create the world that you want. You create the world that you want when you don't just keep jumping in other people's worlds. When you say to yourself, this is who I am. I'm going to embrace who I am. I'm going to do what I want to do that's based off of who I am. I'm not going to move based off of what society say or what this group of people say or what the cool people say or what the lit people say or what the thorough people say or what the people that I look to that think is somebody and they don't even believe they're somebody. But I'm going to go in their world and I'm going to travel through their world and I'm going to tippy-toe through their world and I'm going to do whatever they say in their world because I wasn't strong enough to create my own world.
How do the people you want opportunities with see your value? You see how I'm sitting right here and everybody you just named is sitting right here with me. My partners are sitting right here. Everywhere I go, my partners are with me. If I'm in Dubai, if I'm in Africa, if I'm in Morocco, if I'm in Ghana, you there with me. Because I'm a rep this set. You got to show your partners how valuable you are.
That's right.
Do you just do what's required or do you go above and beyond?
Right.
I want to go above and beyond.
I never ran from anything because I didn't have nobody to go to. I've always had that, where I'm going. Home to get me. Ain't nobody there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so I've always been in a situation where I'm forced to deal with it myself, so.
Let me tell you what comes on the road to success. If recently, at any point in the last 12 months, you've experienced doubt, if you have a lot of fear or anxiety on the road you're on, or if you've experienced those emotions recently about what you're doing, you feeling like an imposter, like you have imposter syndrome, like nobody knows, I don't really know what I'm doing. You're on the road that I think you should be on, the right road, the road less traveled.
Surround yourself with people that's just as hungry and eager to learn, eager to succeed as you are. And don't let nobody talk you out of your vision because they can't see it. I think that's the biggest mistake I ever made because, you know, we all have visions. Each and every last one of us. Every human being on earth has a purpose and has a vision or something that they can contribute. It comes to us first by way of a vision. Something that you see in your mind, an idea that you have. Nobody else had it. It's yours. And the first thing we usually do is go to our peers and go to the people around us and tell them of our vision. And because they don't have the same vision or they don't believe that they could achieve, properly execute this vision. First thing they say, "No, man, you can't do that. What you won't do that for, man? Ain't nobody did." And the first thing we do is like, damn, that might be a dumb idea. Let me just. And then a year later, you'll see another motherfucker that just done got shot through the roof doing the exact same thing that you just said.
I wanted to be a gangster. I'm a thug, but I'm a nice person. I'm a thug by survival. I have to be to survive, not because I want to be. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I want to survive. I want to make money. I want to be in business. I want to do it. But what's honest about the world is that no one's going to let me do that. So that's where the thug comes in. But if everybody just left me alone, I'd be a nice person.
I'm not being normal. I'm not a normal person, and that comes with self-confidence. Like, I think everybody in here, no matter who you are, what you feel like you look like, or what you feel like you got against you, I think you should always feel like that you special. That's how I always got girls. Like, a girl didn't give me her number back in the day, I was like, all right, that's on you. I still remember. Seriously, I just always felt like I was special, and some people would call it cocky, but I just believe to make it far, you gotta believe in yourself way more than...
Yo, whoa. Test. Oh, I know what's wrong. Oh my God. Oh my guys. It's bad out here. I'm sure I know I'm probably the last person with these court docs. I know I am. I had them last night when everyone else got them. So while everyone was covering them this morning, last night, I could not get to them. Shout out to KJ in the building. Shout out to you.
That's you.
Thanks for the super chat on the previous stream. I meant to say that. Look, guys, it's looking bad. It's looking real bad. And if you don't remember when Dwight Howard was going through his lawsuit, Diddy about to he either gonna settle or he gonna admit or deny some things. But I got the whole lawsuit. It's out there for everyone to see. Everyone is talking about it. I even took y'all goddamn advice. Y'all was like, we want a banner. And I was like, all right, how about this? How is this layout? Is this layout good? Is this layout better? I don't know. Working on some things. The chat is integrated. So with that, that's going to mean your YouTube and your Twitch is going to show up on the same chat. Same chat, 100%. But before we get to all that good stuff, how is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? I know I got the giggles. It's gonna be a good night. I'm waiting on my daughter to call. Called her early, of course. She ain't pick up, so she probably gonna interrupt the stream. But with that out the way, guys. You may be new here. I know my family is fucking watching now. You know, I told my grandma. Well, my grandma found me on like TikTok. And then now the whole family know. And I didn't really want them to know. I was trying to like stay low key. So people be watching. They be like, I'm trying to get it, catch up on my life and shit. Because some people I just don't talk to. And that's okay. But it's Friday. It's the weekend. What everybody getting into?
What's up, nigga? What's up for the weekend, nigga?
I got some plans. I got ballet in the morning, comedy show, Friendsgiving. Anyone celebrate Friendsgiving with friends? They like, yo, I'm gonna be with my friends. Anyone? Just me? Okay. All right, it's just me. All right, and shout out to all. Attendance is low. You know what it is? I'm late to the party. But doesn't matter. Whether there's one person or 1,000 people up in there, we still gonna shoot the show like it's a packed house. So anyway, let's get into what's going on. People like, what's going on? This is what's going on right here, right? It's a lot of things going on in Diddy's life. You got this clip right here. He talking to
confess.
They like, hey Cassie, do you have anything you want to confess? And my man looking at her nervous as all get out.
Tonight, before you go in.
I keep everything right here.
There you go.
Or right here.
Yeah. You angelic all the time? Question, is there anything that you may want to confess tonight before you go in?
I keep everything right here.
There you go.
Or right here.
Yeah. You see my man, he looking nervous and shit like, yeah. But we got a lot of Diddy going on today because he's going through a lot of shit. You know, Keefe D got arrested. He coming out, he running his mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Puff. No, he never looked out for me or nothing like that. People going around saying he's just gay and stuff like that. I was like, damn. You know, he got a lot of baby mamas and stuff like that.
I mean, that could be a cover though. Don't think just because ninjas got baby mamas, they ain't out here on that Dwight Howard.
My opinion, I think he probably like bisexual or something. You know,
shit.
I think he bi or something. You know.
Now it's not looking good.
What makes you say that?
I think he bisexual. He got, you know what I'm saying? He got Young Miami, all them little bras and stuff, but I think he bisexual.
Y'all think he's
it's
like
been
that?
rumored, and to me, one night we was in Anaheim, he came out the shower.
Now look, he about to talk about some suspect shit, yo.
Came out the shower with a towel wrapped around him. And it's about, you know, it's about fucking 50 Crips up in the suite. And he, you know what I'm saying? He bent over all of this shit. Like, man, you gotta get your mother, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't do that in front of around, you know what I'm saying? Especially, you know, some East Side motherfucker. I mean, you know, Compton people, you know.
I know. First it was Obama, then it was Will Smith. Now Keefe D putting this rumor on him. I mean, shit get bad out here, man.
Yeah, the hub and the dove, you don't do that around, you know. It wasn't right. Males don't do no shit like that. You know,
I would agree.
Walk around with a towel, come out the shower, then you bend over and go in your suitcase.
Hey, he was inviting them ninjas in. He was inviting them over. They just didn't know. They just didn't know that he was like, hey, he was about that action. He was about that action. And then you got him being linked to the murder or Tupac.
So you feel like they going up?
So this guy right here, Gene Deal, is Diddy's former head of security. And he's going to be coming up a lot through this. Ironically, he was not named in a lawsuit, okay? He was not named.
Puffy, if they do, they'll need proof that, you know, Keefe D and Puffy had a relationship. And you pretty much the main eyewitness that can confirm that they was friends. So
look at my man. He like ninja. Like, yeah, he's like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Stop it, man. No, you said a mouthful right there. Bruh. Eyewitness, they did have a relationship.
Okay.
Keefe D, I've seen them on a number of times.
All right.
They were gambling together. They were drinking together. They had fun. They was hanging out in hotels. Yes, they did have a relationship. That's no ifs, and a buts about it. That was before me. That was before Zip. Them two had a relationship. Keefe D and Puff. That's known.
I wonder, is he going to put the murder on Puff? Like right now, no lie, if I'm Keefe D, I'm like, it was Puff's idea. It was Puff's idea. You just throw him under the bus and be like, deal with it. Because what are you going to do? He got Cassie breathing down his neck, allegedly some secret investigation going on. We going to get to all of that.
As far as me having any information whether he commissioned Keefe D to do a murder, nah, bruh. That's not, that ain't me. I can say, yo, they can ask me, did I see Keefe D? Yes, I did. Was he around? Yes, he was. In what capacity was he around? Gambling, having fun.
See, he already know the questions.
Drinking and talking.
He already know the questions.
If they want me to testify, I'm going to testify and tell them what I know, what I seen.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to lie for nobody.
All right. We get it. All right, now we about to watch some suspect clips, and then we gonna go straight into the lawsuit.
White males.
Sorry. 50 Cent. If you guys don't know, 50 Cent don't like Puff. But Puff seemed to think like 50 Cent be joking and shit. But Puff like, nah. I mean, 50 Cent like, nah. I don't fuck with Puff. In fact, 50 Cent has put out several times that, hey, Puff like boys. Hide your sons around him and shit. You know, shit like that. And I believe it stems from, I think his ex, was it 50 Cent's ex or baby mama was dealing with Puff briefly. And that shit was short-lived. But he said, damn, brother love, you out here looking crazy. I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, he is, though. He is looking crazy. And when you see the lawsuit, you're going to be like, God. You're going to be looking at me like, God damn. Because, you know, this $30 million lawsuit. And the $30 million is a little jaded. Because when I went through all the court stuff, she never asked for $30 million. The $30 million comes from his lawyer, so a lot of people are putting the spin on it that it's a $30 million lawsuit. And that could be her number, but it's not listed in the court docs anywhere. Not even in the cover sheet. We're not going to look at that. We literally going to focus on the goddamn complaint. All right? So we got that. What else we got? I'm sorry about that.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, anyone remember the band? Anyone remember this shit? When he made someone walk to Brooklyn for cheesecake? Now, if you know me personally, I think some of my family in here ninja watching, I did ask my ex-wife to go out and get me some cheesecake in a goddamn blizzard. And I was joking, but she did that shit. So
I'm doing some cheesecake. You got that much ego? Go do your thing, man.
Now look, this guy right here is Dylon. He's the top 5. He one of the top 5 rappers or whatever. Is Dylon? I think Dylon, and Dylon. You know, if you know, you know.
Sit here and be talking about it, man. Be fly about it. Get your swag on. Walk that way. Your is that way. Do it. If you want to think about it, or if you ain't gonna walk that way, walk to Brooklyn and be happy about it.
Yo, I was really on some Diddy shit that birthday. But shout out to my man Kevin, the software tester. What'd he say? He used his membership super chat. Do you think Diddy was telling Cassie take? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, let me get some, let's be serious, KJ. We over here. We believe all women. We believe all women, right? No, I mean no, we don't. But he said, do you think Diddy was telling Cassie take that during the train? Oh, the train. Yo, I need that sound bite. Yo, shout out the Coach Gang up in here, man. Salute to you, man.
That's you.
Y'all got y'all iPhone, and y'all want to know more about it? Go see my man Kevin, the software tester. He be out here. I'm telling you, he knows stuff. He knows stuff. But let's keep going. Shout out to Kevin, man. The train. What else? You know, hey, people talking about when he made. Now, here's the thing I don't like. When they're saying Diddy made Cassie cut her hair, like, y'all believe, like, how can he make her cut his hair? They saying it because he pulled it out. I really don't know. They saying he broke, Kim Porter's nose. And she ended up, mysteriously. But there may be some suspicious stuff surrounding her death because she was about to write a book. And most people don't know that she was about to write a book. So imagine this, right? You about to write a book. Obviously, the biggest draw about the book is going to be Puff, your relationship with Puff, who he loved and held, in high regard and shit. But, she got to bear his kids. Cassie never did, But she was about to write a book. And then next thing you know, she get tombstone. You like, Henry, where the proof at? Where the proof? I'm like, all right. Here go the proof. Here go the proof right here.
Let's see. Did he see the Jay-Z and Beyonce fight? Come on, y'all.
I mean, they about to get to the question right here.
It was not working security at that time for them. They silly. Let's see.
Come on, get to it.
What happened?
Here we go. What happened to
Kim Porter was supposed to be writing the book.
Yeah.
Damn, you heard it? He said, yeah.
And we have no clue where that is.
We don't have no clue about none of that stuff. But all that's bullshit too, because 9 times out of 10, if Kim had a deal, like they say she had a deal, she had to turn in some things in order to get money.
True.
You know, so a lot of things are either in Google Docs or on the iCloud.
That somebody would need to get into retrieve.
Right.
It's probably on Google Docs.
They would have
recover.
To,
yes.
All her family has to do is get go to a court and ask could they retrieve all her information or get it investigated.
Okay.
They got to go through probate. So once they go through probate, and then they get what's the word when the estate when they gain control of the estate, they gain control of her Google account. That's typically how it works. But she got tomb. I mean, she didn't get tombstone, but you know, she no longer with us and shit. And then we'll go right into it real quick. And then you know what? We'll go into it. And here this is gonna come up in the lawsuit, right? This is Diddy getting some award in 2022, right? 2022. Listen to what he says.
Okay. Lorianne Gibson.
He naming all the people.
Yeah, and also Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. Love.
I don't think she holding him down anymore. I really don't. But let's get to the lawsuit, man, because it is a doozy. It is a doozy. Let me tell you. Let me. I'm trying to be nice. All right. So this is the lawsuit. Now, here's the thing about this, right? This was filed yesterday. Let me be clear, guys. When these lawsuits get filed and the court docs is everywhere same day, that means someone wanted people to read this. They wanted this out. It's not like, oh, it dropped and then, you know, people got wind of it a couple of days later. No, when I say full court docs, I'm talking full court docs everywhere, anywhere that people will read, they can find it. Okay. And then, you know, I've covered a lot of court cases and this trigger warning. Now, if you've been around for Adriana Lee's case, there was no goddamn trigger warning on that. So when you see this, according to like, excuse me, you know, the lead attorney was like, hey, this means someone wants them to read. It's meant for the public, which I can agree, because when we start going through this and you start seeing the complaints and shit, you're gonna be like, well, why is she so detailed? She's so detailed because right here, right? Allegedly, you know, I hate to say an alleged, right? His lawyer was like, hey, look, we deny all this stuff that she talking about. For the past 6 months, she came at us asking for $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about the relationship, which was, you know, he rejected because it's blackmail. Now, look, guys, I'm no stranger to blackmail. My ex asked me for $50,000 or she was going to file a lawsuit. And I just was like, shut up, bitch. And then she filed the fucking lawsuit to reopen the divorce. So that's where I'm at. And this is no different with Cassie and Diddy. It's always a shakedown, right? And because they were never married, because she never had his kids, this is the only way for her to get resources from him. Typically, you're like, oh, we were married. I can get alimony. Oh, we got a kid. I can collect child support. That shit's off the table. So what can she do? She can only extort his ass. And she's probably in the same predicament most women are who pull this shit.
Can't you get it through your thick skull that I'm broke? Dead, flat, stony broke. See? I've got $3.85 in my purse.
And, you know, she may have some millions, but she don't got Diddy money. And as a result, hey, she resorted to filing this lawsuit riddled with baseless and outrageous lies, aiming to tarnish his reputation and seeking a payday. Now, of course, her attorney fired back, right? Right here. They fired back and said, look, these claims ain't baseless. You know how we know they're not baseless? Because he offered her a settlement already. Rumored a 8-figure settlement. Not 6, not 7, but 8 figures to settle the lawsuit. And we're not going to go through all this. We'll just go through the highlights before we get back to the lawsuit. Mr. Combs, you know, Puff Daddy, offered her 8 figures to silence her and prevent the filing of this lawsuit. Doug Whiter told, you know, Deadline, yada, yada, yada. She rejected his efforts and decided to give a voice to all women who suffer in silence. Cassie should be applauded for her bravery. And what's been happening is a lot of women are just coming to her defense like, oh, you're so brave. You're so brave for doing this. And really, it's just an extortion. And look, guess what? Read the claim right here. Literally, every article has a link to the lawsuit. And that's right.
You are not a victim here. You have never been a victim here.
Never been a victim. There are no victims, only volunteers. But what is she accusing him of, right? Let's get into it. What is she accusing him of? We know it's Diddy. We know who he is, bad boy for life, all that good stuff. We know all that, right? We cool on that. We know that he was, Cassie was holding him down. He said that in the video I just posted. All this good stuff. Now let's get to the allegations. All right. The truth, however, is that Cassie was held down by Mr. Combs and endured over a decade of his violent behavior and disrupted demands. Now, here's the thing, right? If you know my ex, you'll say, hey, for 10 years, she went through the same shit. Typically what happens when these cases happen, they say, oh, it was like this every day. You like, every day. And you like, no. All right, so what did she say? He raped her in her own house after she tried to leave him, which is a bold claim. He often punched, beat, kicked, and stumped on her, resulting in bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and bleeding. And, I would love to see the evidence, right? Hospital reports. I don't typically believe all women or all men. I believe all evidence, believe all evidence. And where's the pictures? They're nowhere to be found, or at this moment. What else he do? He blew up Kid Cudi's car. What else? Forced her to engage in sex acts with male sex workers while he was, he was pleasuring himself. During the encounters, he ran out his apartment with firearms to chase down Suge Knight. All this good stuff. Demanded that she carry his gun in the club like he did Shine and shit. Or J-Lo. J-Lo had the blicky on her. He introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol, substance abuse, and required her to procure illicit prescriptions to satisfy his own addictions. God damn. And shout out to my man Dust over here. What does he say? Whoa. Hold up. Wait a minute. Something is off in my... Give me a second. All right. Sorry I'm late, everybody. Like the stream. Yes. Do me a favor, guys. If you're on YouTube, do me a favor. Like the stream. All this shit's allegedly. Nah. She like, nah. Whatever I say he did that shit. You know how it is. Why would she lie? Chad? Why would she lie? And he dropped a membership. Who got the membership? Oh, shout out to KJ. Welcome back into the fold. Oh, Fossa bot, you mother scutter. Snuck through my filter app. Whatever. Anyway, let's keep going. They were, in 2005, she was 19 years old and he was 37. And what you're going to see with this is she's going to constantly bring up the age. Because she's trying to say, but it's not. She's of the legal age of consent. And here's the thing, right? When they have their first sexual intercourse, it is not even when she's 19. Not even 19, but they're trying to solidify the age gap, guys. Age gap and, her drug use is a result of him. He exerted complete control over her personal and professional life, thereby ensuring her inability to escape his hold. Yes. Here we go. We got to believe him. Look, guys, it's a mix of truth and lie. It probably is. I mean, all of this cannot be a lie. All of it cannot be a lie. Can she embellish? Probably. Is she lying about everything? That would be hard to say. But you have to look at the wording, right? He provided unprecedented avenues for success for aspiring artists, but in return demanded obedience, loyalty, and silence. Her lawyer, has some really interesting words putting in obedience. It's three sides to every story. Well, she's trying to tell a story that's going to, compel the most, that's going to embarrass him the most, that's going to promote him settling. That's all it is. Hey, I want you to settle. Okay, you don't want to settle. You don't want to give me $30 million. Well, are you going to admit to some of this stuff that she's about to say? And what does it say? Throughout the relationship, Mr. Combs was prone to uncontrollable rage, and he used to beat her ass. This is Amber Heard vibes, right? For 10 years, he used to beat you. And at one point, she's going to be like, he stumped me out. And you're going to be like, stumped you out? Stump me out, Henry. I'm not lying. I know it sounds hard to believe, but trust me, he is a monster. He's a monster. These beatings were witnessed by his staff, employees, and related businesses, but no one dared to speak up against their frightening and ferocious boss. Will she get sworn statements from him? Probably not. And following these episodes of abuse, he would immediately attempt to hide her and the evidence of his violent rage. So basically, he give her the beats. He sent her off to a hotel for a week. He showered her with gifts after the physical violence, a typical pattern behavior of a serial abuser. These words right here, like serial abuser, they get thrown in there to paint a picture, to paint a narrative. That's all it is. He's a serial abuser. In addition to the physical assaults of Mr. Combs, frequently reminded her of his ability to cause harm, whether by requiring her to carry a gun in her purse, or by blowing up the car of a musician that was romantically interested in Cassie. And the musician is Kid Cudi. Mr. Pursuit of Happiness. He paint his nails, wear dresses, all that good shit. Shout out to Kid Cudi, Mr. Day and Night. Adding insult to injury, he would use illegal substances and threats of violence to force her into repeated, unwanted sexual encounters. Not with him, but with male workers. Now, look, when we get to the male worker stuff and the freak off parties, you're going to be like, yo, what the? You're going to be looking at me like,
hey, yo, what the fuck?
Freak off party? Y'all ever been to put a 1 in the chat if you've been to a freak off party? If you've been to a freak off party, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. Over the years that Mr. Combs abused her physically, sexually, and again, she tried to escape the tight hold over her life. Every time she hid his vast net. Oh, whoa, we got some people who've been in one. Chorizo like, hey, like, yeah, man, I go to freak off parties. Like, what? You went to a Diddy type freak off party? I mean, do you know what a Diddy freak off party is? I don't think you know. Never heard of a freak off party? Come on, KJ. Come on, man. We'll get to a freak off party. All right. Many went as far as explicitly state that her failure to return to him would hinder her success. I mean, this shit seems plausible, right? Hey, come back, drop neck, or your album's not coming out. It is what it is. When she believed that she had finally separated from her longtime abuser, she joined him for dinner, after which he forced her into her home, and he raped her while she repeatedly said no and tried to push him away. I mean, I don't know, man. That seems wild. Now she has fully escaped him, but the harm that the assaults and abuse he had caused her to experience for nearly a decade will forever haunt her. She has required intensive medical and psychological care to recover from the trauma she lived through. Right? If this shit goes through, could you imagine how many angry ex-girlfriends are going to be suing their boyfriends and saying they raped them and caused them intensive medical and psychological care and trauma? It's going to be open season. Okay? And she cannot, however, continue to live in silence about what she endured. Mr. Combs remains immensely powerful and immensely dangerous. Cassie, therefore, seeks justice for a decade of her life that Puff took away from her with threats of violence, excessive use of drugs, physical and psychological abuse, and he even said slavery. Slavery is a big one. Jesus, slavery? God, hey, look, when I told you this was gonna be wild, y'all thought I was playing. What else? She want money. According to Miss Vincent, she bringing this action. She's not seeking him to get arrested. She wants money for him for trafficking her. And she lists all these. It's in New York. We don't need to hear that. We know the parties involved. And she's playing the whole, since I was signed to Bad Boy and, he was the boss, I was an employee. Remember when I was covering Tiger Woods shit? And she was like, oh, I was, sleeping with my boss and, I'm protected by these acts. And they like, oh, shit. Yeah, I guess. It's wild as shit. She pulling that card. She goes to, now look, one thing you want to notice about this, with every company that she named, from Bad Boy Entertainment to Epic Records to Combs Enterprises, she says he's an employer as opposed to a owner. Now, Mace tried to expose Puff back in the day and was like, hey, Puff puts everything in his mama's name. He don't own shit. Everything in his mama's name. The company's mama's name. Now let's get to the factual details. Buckle up. Give me 1 second. I gotta grab something to drink real quick.
Way too much out of your league, actually. I hate everything about you. I don't want you to be here right now. Please leave.
All right, we back. we back with my tribe out here. You know what I'm saying? What do y'all think of this so far? Y'all think he did that shit? You think he guilty? Puff, give motherfucker. Puff was giving her way more than what she bargained for or what she wanted. All right, so here we go. Cassie met Diddy in 2005 or early 2006. Like, which one is it? He heard of her after playing her single in the club and expressed interest in signing her to his label. She was 19 at the time. That's the junior college. And she was 30, and he was 37. Within months, February 2006, he signed her to a 10-album deal. Like, god damn, 10 albums? Ain't the common practices 3? Like, she practically just signed away her whole music career. Like, did she even deliver 10 albums? Is she still signed to him? These are things you got to think about, right? You want to hear her evidence? Oh, yeah, it do get crazy. You talk about her album debuting at the Billboard. She had performance anxiety. She was very nervous about what people thought about her. Some of these content creators, they really care about the comment section. They really care. I just keep it moving. Anywho, so she did a performance. She was nervous, and this is what Diddy said. And she wanted to put this in there. Like, you would think oh, you know what it is? It must be a video out there. And he said this: you can hear the nervousness in her voice. And to be honest, I kind of smiled at it because it made me really appreciate what I really love about her. She's a regular person. It just made me appreciate that she got nervous, and it was kind of cute to me, to be honest. You've got to understand that success for her is coming out of nowhere. It's just so huge. And sometimes everybody handles it differently. I really just can't get behind this. Being so salacious, if you will. Like, okay, so you were nervous. All right. I mean, I just can't get behind it. Okay, while clearly paternalistic, it's nothing. It was cute to him how regular she was. So what they're trying to do is paint the picture that he took this regular girl, this innocent regular girl, turned her to a drug addict and sexually trafficked her and raped her. And you're going to see that by the end. You're going to be like, yo, wait. You became a drug addict and all of a sudden it's his fault. Like, yeah. She like, yeah, it's his fault I'm a drug addict. But you were separated. Yeah, but believe all women, man. Believe all women. Believe all women. And holy shit. Mr. Combs' recognition and glorification of her naivete proved to set the groundwork for his manipulation and coercive romantic sexual relationship with Cassie, a woman nearly 2 decades his senior. You see what is coming down to? You see what it's coming down to? This bullcrap right here, the age gap. Hey, he's younger. He's 2 years older than her. What does that have to do with anything? What does that have to do with anything? With a year assigned to her, they became deeply entrenched in, her life, almost immediately asserting possession and control over her and inserting himself into all aspects of her career and personal life. This really sounds like a manager, right? If I sign Sand to a multi-million-dollar deal and I give her millions of dollars, she's an investment. I need to be around Sand to make sure she's doing it so I can, get my investment back. But the way she's selling it is as he was being controlling. He was being manipulative. Stuff like that. It's horrendous over there. But that's how they play it. That's how they play it. What else is going on? 2006, he invited her to perform a song, Come to Me, at MTV Europe in Denmark. After rehearsal performance, he walked around in a robe with a drink in his hand, flaunting his lavish party lifestyle and his label's newly signed artist. So he's showing her ass off. He like, look at this. Look at my new thing. My new thing. She's my boot thing. I'm about, I hate the way that she tries to make him out to be like some predator. I hate it. And I see Dust talking about him stealing masters. Now, I know he's known for doing like shoddy business, but it is what it is. Hold on, it's my daughter. Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Hello? Hello? All right, I don't know what she's doing. She was eating cake, not paying attention. Anywho, little Henrietta, I know, right? She'll probably call me back. What happens is, I hate to say it, but she'll take her to a party and then be like, call your dad. And, my daughter 3, so she gonna be like distracted. It is what it is, Anyway, during hair and makeup leading up to performance, Cassie's hairstylist and Mr. Combs' makeup artist told her that he was interested in her. Okay, and it was just gossip, and she shrugged it off because of the large age gap. Like, I don't want no old ninja. Emphasizing the age and power dynamic early on in the working relationship, Mr. Combs positioned himself as a father figure and protector of Cassie. By way of example, returning to New York after a trip to Las Vegas, during which she endured a brief hospital stay, Cassie, who by then was fully healthy, went out to a club with her friends. Diddy came out and reprimanded her, telling her to go home and take care of herself. At the time, she thought the record label was looking out for her, looking out for her best interests. All good, all good. This is where it gets crazy, guys. This is where it starts going downhill. Now, this is 2 years later. Let me paint the picture for you. It's 2 years later. Okay? The freak out party ain't came yet. You're like, what's the freak off party? You've been hearing about the freak off parties. Why she put them in here, I don't know. So he throws her a 21st birthday party in Vegas, and he brought all the famous musicians and producers, flaunting, his celebrity status and influence in front of a young, look how they play her, young and impressionable Cassie. But real talk, this is a career booster. So here's my new artist, everyone get to know her. Now, this is where the hanky-panky starts, right? Although, Mr. Combs knew that, she was in a relationship at the time, even though he was publicly in a relationship with Kim Porter. You see how she threw him in the bus? He was in a relationship with Kim Porter. He nevertheless pursued her. And I'm pretty sure, the Kim Porter shit, they were in an open relationship, right? Has to be. After at an after party in a hotel suite following Miss Ventura's 21st birthday party, Mr. Combs pulled Cassie into a bathroom and started tonguing her ass down. And of course, she did not consent to this unwanted contact. She immediately ran out the bathroom in the hotel suite and cried. She did he kiss me, guys? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be making too fun of it. You know what I'm saying? But, she said, hey, did he kiss me? I ran out the bathroom. It was unwanted. She ran out, cried. She told her best friend at the time about what happened, but was too scared to tell anyone else. Too scared. At the Video Music Awards the following day, her boyfriend at the time joined her and Diddy at a table at the award ceremony. Puff became angry, telling her that the invitation to the award ceremony was only for her and not her boyfriend. God damn. Now we're getting a little deeper. That was the intro to her book, guys. That was the intro to her book. And I see we got some Cassie supporters up in this joint. Okay. I mean, whose team are y'all on right now? Should I put up a poll? I mean, he probably came on strong, but at some point she came around, right? Anywho, now she's about to play victim, guys. Team Cassie. Okay, I see a couple of Team Cassies up in this bitch. Put them C's up in the chat for a few Team Cassie. Like, what the? Hey, I guess, man. I guess you could be Team Cassie. I mean, I want the facts. All right, well, we're only getting her facts. We getting the Cassie facts. All right. Despite the clear rejection, he kept coming on to her and continued to demand she spend time with him, including for a week at, his residence in Miami and 4 nights out in Chicago. So like, okay, all right, Diddy. Hey, he's laying it on. On one particular night around September 2007, he insisted on taking her out. She acquiesced, fearing that I hate this comment so much. Fearing that if I say no, it would have repercussions for her album, being that it was under his company. I mean, I hate it, but I can see it, right? I can see it, right? You like, I can see it. This is why you shouldn't be messing with people you work with or work for you. So he picked her up from her apartment in Manhattan in a blue luxury vehicle. Like, who cares? I'm telling you, this is a book. These are such extra details that are so not needed. She was surprised that when she got into the car, he was already drunk. So he picked her up, he drunk. He handed her a pill. He told her to take it. When she asked what the pill was, Puff was like, look, you gonna like this shit. You know what I'm saying? She later learned that the pill was ecstasy, something that she had never before tried and did not want to try. This was the first time Puff got her high. Now, what you don't see in this sentence is that he put a gun to my head and he gave me a pill and said, take it or I'm pulling the trigger. You don't see that in here because it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Puff then proceeded to drive recklessly, very high speeds down the side highway. She was scared but did not dare to object to him, who appeared drunk, high, and agitated. They went to some upscale lounge in Manhattan where he proceeded to get into an altercation with security staff who would not permit Combs to enter because he was belligerent. So they decided to go home, and she left his ass, and he was like, bitch, you left me and I was drunk and high. You left me all alone. I mean, this is early relationship. This is her, quote unquote, according to her, him luring her into a relationship. In 2007, he flexed his power and influence. Now, this is a boss move, low-key. This is a boss move coming up. He fakes a flyer for her to host a party in Miami. Right? You like, he faked the flyer for her to host a party in Miami? Yeah. Okay. So this is to get her to come to Miami and get her away from her boyfriend by using this fake hosting gig, right? when she get there, it's just him. It's just him. And, you know, she's like, hey, this is how he tricked me. And this actually happened to me for my 30th birthday party. It was actually one of the best parties I ever had. But yeah, it's a boss move though, right? It's a boss move. Hey, look, hey, you got a hosting gig. She's like, for real? Yeah, how much you pay? $20,000. Where at? In Miami at this club. We need you to fly out. Oh, all right, cool. I'ma fly out. Hey, surprise, it's just me. I want to see you. You'll be like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Look, he low-key looking out like Thanos out here. He wheeling and dealing, man. He wheeling and dealing. Trying to get her ass out there. Like, yeah, I'm just trying to get you along, girl. You know, I believe in you. I believe in your career. I want to see you go to the next level. You know, here at Bad Boy Records, you gonna be our next star. I just need you to bust it open for me. You know, some creepy shit like that. All right. She was uncomfortable with the fake flyer, but because the request to go to Miami was made by the owner of her record label, and because she was scared to go against his wishes and face repercussions to her nascent career, she agreed to join Combs in Florida. You know, look, let this be a cautionary tale, y'all. Do not sleep with your coworkers, especially people you got power or authority over, because this shit gonna come back to haunt you. And they gonna play this the same play. She's playing the I slept with my boss playbook. You're like, yeah, I slept with my boss. Why? I was scared. What do you mean you was scared? I was scared if I didn't drop neck, he wasn't gonna put out my single and my career was gonna be over. So what you do? I dropped neck. Like, what the fuck? This is how it works. This is how it works. And then, you know, lawsuit. At the end, when it's all said and over, it could be a 5-year, a 10-year relationship. She gonna say, hey, you forced me to be here for 10 years strong, and it's your fault. And I need money. I'm broke. I'm in a bind.
I'm in a bind, Nate.
She in a bind. Rent's due. I mean, the first is coming up. Okay. Now, during the trip, he gave her copious amounts of drugs. She became more intoxicated than she ever before, and her intoxication lasted throughout the weekend trip. As she wanted Puff to continue to support her career, she felt she could not refuse Mr. Puff, urging her to take more drugs. Free drugs, in some people's eyes, is a dub. Jack, like, dub, what's the problem? You getting free drugs, you know? What's going on? But anyway, here we go. After providing her with drugs, Mr. Combs had sexual intercourse with her during this trip. And, you know, there's a meme out there. You know, if two drunk people have sex, it's always the guy was a rapist because the woman could not give consent. How is it that a drunk guy can give consent, but a drunk woman cannot give consent? You see how it works? You see, I'm sure y'all seen that meme before. So now, mind you, keep in mind, she was 21 years old the first time they had sex. 21, okay? 21. She couldn't give consent. You know, he drunk and high, so he a predator. She was drunk and high. I mean, who rapes who? Could he say, nah, judge, I was drunk. She wasn't used to taking this alcohol. I told her no. She started pulling my pants down. And next thing you know, she was ducking my sick. And then 10 years later, she like,
And it's all Jermaine's fault. It's always Jermaine's fault.
you like, hey, you like, wait. I was drunk. She took advantage of me. Oh, there it go right here. Here it go right here. Jake was drunk. Josie was drunk. Jake and Josie hooked up. Josie could not consent. The next day, Jake was charged with rape. A woman who is intoxicated cannot give her legal consent for, you know what I'm saying? So proceeding under these circumstances, it is a crime. It only takes a single day to ruin your life. You know what would be funny, right? Or sad if someone switched the names. Where are my Photoshop people out here? Switch the names around and make Josie gets charged with grape because Jake couldn't consent because he was drunk. I mean, that would be, you know what I'm saying? That would be ideal. All right, now we're getting to chapter 2. So within 2 years of meeting Combs, she found herself lured into an immediate circle of her boss, the owner of her record label, and one of the most powerful men in entertainment. So we're through chapter 2. We're actually going pretty fast. I know it says 35 pages, but it's really not. It's really not 35 pages. The last like 10 pages is like charges or whatever. What else? Now he takes control over her personal life. You like personal life? Like how? I just signed you for a 10-year deal, gave you millions of dollars. So from the very start of their relationship, he exerted his power and influence over Cassie. This dynamic was fueled by a nearly 20-year age difference, as well as their relative positions in the entertainment industry, with Puff considered a music mogul and her at the very start of her career as an entertainer. All right. He was aggressive and demanding approach to those he worked with and made it impossible for anyone to challenge him. And she soon learned that he insisted on blind loyalty from everyone. Look, if I'm fucking Puff, you better be loyal. I laid the golden eggs. If you're not loyal, then why are you around me? Now, I don't need a yes man, but I don't need, you to be bucking all crazy. I think it has to be a fine line, right? A fine dynamic. I'm not looking for a yes person, but I'm also not looking for, how do I say it? How do I say it where it don't sound crazy? I'm not looking for fair weather. I don't know. I mean, if you around me, I want you to keep it real and make my life easier. That's it. Hold up, I'm noticing something. All right. Something's off with my whatchamacallit. All right. Anyway. Where are we at? Okay, so she saved up some money. I saved up some money, okay, from my modeling career, and Combs' ostentatious display of wealth was intimidating to her. So he was so wealthy, she was scared of him, if that makes sense. Have you ever met someone who had so much money, you were scared, probably because they could tombstone your ass, make your ass disappear. You got too much money. I'm scared of you. But I do want some of your money. It's like, what? How does it work? You're scared of me because I have money. But on the flip side, you want my money. Can you please help me make this make sense? She can't. Too much money, scared you blow up my car. Perhaps. So he would pay for everything with wads of cash and will repeatedly tell her, don't worry about money, I have money. Now look, I've done this before. You go to Cheesecake Factory, hey, don't worry about what's on the menu, get whatever you want. You want some slices of pie to go? Cool. We go to Applebee's, hey, whatever you want on the menu. We go to Red Lobster, whatever you want on the menu. You want twin lobster tails? Get it. Get that shit. Money don't matter. Now, if we had like Morton's, we had Fleming's, we had like one of the big ones, I may be like, what do you get? What do you think about getting? You know what I'm saying? I may do that, but I'm just saying we gotta, boss move. All right, so he had this expensive, lavish vacations for her, purchased a car for her, paid for her apartment, provided her with extensive amounts of designer clothing. Around 2008 or 2009, he began to rent an apartment in Manhattan for her. The apartment was walking distance of his house, so he had to keep her close. No cohabitation, but hey, when I need you to come through, I better see you cross that street. I'm paying for it. Cross that street. Family members texting me. They wow. Family members texting me like, oh, we can get whatever we want when we go out with you. Say less. You see how it go when you got family watching. They like, Ninja, you never told me we could get whatever we want. I'm like, anywho, man. This shit get crazy out here. Now look, here come her goddamn parents, right? Now the parents come in, they're happy that she has success. And they're happy that she is living in the penthouse. But they were skeptical of how much money he has. But what they want is his money. This shit don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. 2010, similarly paid off an apartment for her in Los Angeles, which was located about 5 minutes from his house. He paid for many of her apartments in California, purchased a Jag for her in 2013. All aspects of her life, was taken care of by his management company. So he was, in essence, she was his concubine. Hey, you don't have to worry about nothing. I literally just need you to show up for sex and events. Can you do that? And I'll still make your career pop. All right. I just need you to show up for sex and events. If you could do that, we could do it. What about my music? Hey, look, we gonna take care of your music. We got you. We got you. We got you. Now, if this shit go to court, people are like, yo, I want to see this shit televised. This will never see the light of a courtroom. This ain't going to court. This ain't that. This is settlement. He not about to fight this. He about to pay.
I got money.
He about to pay. So he had a management company take care of it. She later says, look, man, he was on some pills and compounded all this encompassing intrusion into her life. He secured control over the young and impressionable Cassie by introducing her to a drug-fueled lifestyle that kept her complacent and compliant. He first introduced her to opiates around 2008 and would often have pills and other drugs in the open like candy. Upon information and belief, he has been addicted to, prescription painkillers and took ecstasy frequently. Now they saying Diddy a pill head. You like Diddy a pill head? Like, yeah, he a pill head. Like, shit. Why is he on pills? Like, look, man, he got to get it up somehow, man. I mean, what you expect? At first, she was given the prescription that Mr. Combs received from a doctor in Miami. And eventually, when Mr. Combs exhausted his supply of pills, he was like, put them shits in your name. Put them in your name. You like, what? Yeah. I can't get no more. But you can. You a new customer. Just put them shits in your name and we good. For real? Yeah, put them shits in your name. Put your shit in your name. And it looked like Just Nee says, honestly, it's not a bad deal considering who he is. Cassie was not. Damn. I thought you was Team Cassie. Damn.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
She like, I'm supporting Cassie, but it's not a bad deal considering her music is bad. Like, Just Nee she just switched up on her like that. Like, damn. Damn. She's like, I'll take that deal, Cassie. I'll take that deal. Anyway, where are we at? When Combs became deeply involved in Cassie's personal life, with his personal staff attending to, her day-to-day travel and other needs, include medical care on multiple occasions. Diddy had Miss Ventura's personal medical record sent directly to his email address. For instance, when, she began experiencing memory loss. All right. What does it say? Potentially due to excessive drug use and head injuries caused by his beatings, as prescribed below. Her MRI results were provided directly to him. So where's the goddamn evidence? Mr. Combs also repeatedly arranged for his staff to drive her to certain doctor's appointments. Now, Just Niece brought up a good thing. She said, it's not a bad deal. Women in the chat, I think all like 3 of y'all. Would you take a deal where all you have to do, right? Your whole life is taken care of. Your whole life is taken care of through Puff. All you have to do is drop neck, show up to events, smile in your face, do drugs with them, and your life is set. You Young Miami, right? You essentially Young Miami. Like, would you take the Young Miami? Now look, he gonna have babies he gonna have babies on you. There will be other women, but your life will be taken care of. Just Niece said it's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal. Are there other people willing to take that deal? Just put a 1 in the chat. Now, men, this can go for you too. No. Don't be backtracking now. Don't be backtracking now. You said it was a good deal. You got to stand on that shit. We got to stand on it. Men, would you take that deal? If it was a woman, if it was vice versa, let's just say it was like sure. Like sure. Look, Sand is like, yes. Kai Call M is like, no. Ooh, we got 2 yeses and 1 no. Look. No. Look, Just Niece. After a year of fun, I could leave. Like what? What Francis talk? Francis like, yeah, no, I would say yes, but not do drugs. Okay, so Francis is cool with dropping neck. Niece is cool with dropping neck. Kai Call M is not cool with dropping neck and all this other stuff. Sand is cool with it. Sand is like, yeah, I'll drop neck. I'll show up at events. We could do drugs. I'm like, okay, all right. Women in the chat, y'all have spoken. But what about these freak off parties? Freak off parties. The freak off parties are coming. You like, wait, Henry. You didn't say anything about a freak off party. I'm like, well, you want your life paid for, then you're going to have to do the freak off party. Okay, in this way, Mr. Combs exerted ownership over her as another one of the ways in which he manipulated her and ensured obedience early on in their relationship. He asked her oh my goodness. He asked her what she called her grandfather. When Cassie said that she referred to her grandfather as Pop, Diddy preservedly insisted that Cassie referred to him as that nickname. Like, yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
He like, hey, what do you call your grandfather? Well, I used to say Grandpa. No. What's the nickname you got? Well, I call him Pop. Oh, Pop. Yeah, Pop. I love my grandfather. All right, call me that shit then. For real? Yeah, call me that shit. You want your rent paid? You want to keep living rent free? You want to keep, experiencing this lifestyle? You got to call me Pop. And she like, okay, daddy. All right. All right, now we at like chapter 3. I think we only got 1 more chapter left. This is weird? No. This ain't weird. You said you was with that shit, Francis. You said you was with it. Don't try to back off now. Don't try to back off now. You got to duck sick when he want to. You got to have sex when he want to. You got to live 5 minutes away from his house. He gonna pay for it. All right. And then let's keep going. Let's keep going. You like buckle up because the relationship about to get violent and abusive. All right. What started a whirlwind of celebrity meetings and drug and alcohol fueled parties, however, quickly turned frightening and violent. Cassie was also exposed to this intense violence that pervaded Puff rise to fame. For example, one occasion, him and her were using drugs together in his home. One of his security staff barged in and announced that Suge Knight, a longtime rival of Mr. Combs, was spotted at Mel's Drive-In Diner in LA. Diddy began to get dressed, grabbed the blickies from his safe, ran out the house where he believed Mr. Knight was dining. Cassie became terrified, and began to cry. He like, what you cry? You got a gun in your hand. Now, I am wearing a, heckler and coat shirt. It's just laundry day. But you see how like trying to villainize him? Oh, he's a bad guy. Why? Because he got a gun. Okay, so he runs out with a gun and she terrified. Not that he turned the gun on her. Not that he pointed it at her. He simply grabbed the gun, left the place, and now she like, I'm terrified. You like, hey, come on, you tighten up. On 2 occasions, he demanded that she hold the gun. She had no familiarity with guns and was petrified that a firearm would accidentally go off inside the purse. There was no clear reason why Mr. Combs required her to hold the gun, except to reinforce to his young girlfriend that he was violent, powerful, and dangerous. I know a lot of guys who carry guns that are not violent, they're not powerful, nor are they dangerous. You know what I'm saying? But, we gotta sell the narrative, guys. We have to sell the narrative. If we don't sell a narrative, what the hell are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? He not a thug. All right. What Brent say? Brent like just needs, I'm team peace. Aw. Well, Brent, here's the thing with Brent, he could put a woman in this situation. Like, look. You come out, you gonna be my little boo thing. Life is gonna be taken care of. Only thing you gotta do is when Wimbledon come up, we need to be number 1 in line. I got my tent. You gonna bring your ass and you gonna be in my tent. We gonna have tent sex. And then we gonna go see Wimbledon because it's a phenomenal court and it's gonna be a phenomenal experience. Compliments of me. And Brent like, yeah, that's my life. Brent like, yeah, how'd you know I'll be first in line, Henry? How'd you know? Like, look.
Dig, bro. You like to dig.
You like to dig. All right, so, over the next decade, right? Multiple times each year, Diddy would violently beat her, leaving bruises on her body. This is that Amber Heard shit right here. After every instance in which he beat her, giving her the beats, he Rocky Balboa on her face, he would use his money and power to orchestrate extensive efforts to hide the evidence of the abuse, including by hiding her in hotels for days at a time to let her bruises heal. Now, all my women who was taking the Puff Daddy deal, can he hit you? Like, is getting hit once worth living life rent free? Is it? You like, like how hard is he gonna hit me? Not too. He ain't Mike Tyson out here. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be a little. You gonna feel it, but you gonna get the gifts. Saying is like, nah, no violence. Say like, no violence. I mean, you say no violence, but then you start thinking about that life. You like, shit, I was front row at this and I was doing that. Okay, he said he's not going to do it no more. That's what you start saying. You're like, he said he wasn't going to do it no more. Okay, you can't Diddy bop me. He hit you with that Diddy bop. No fucking way. Okay. But okay, let's just say no violence. What about, I think we're like 2 pages away from the freak off parties. In such instance, after a party with Jay-Z, he beat her ass in an Escalade, including kicking her, hitting her, forced her out of the vehicle on 5th Avenue in New York. She eventually was able to hail a cab to get to her apartment in Manhattan, where she cried in fear, realizing that no one she knew she could tell. Realizing that there was no one she could tell about what happened at the hands of this incredibly powerful man. You're like, shit, damn. He beat her up in an Escalade. It's tough. She spent the subsequent 3 days hiding in her apartment, which he was paying for, by the way. 2009. He learned that, she was speaking to another music manager at a LA party. Now, here's the thing with this lawsuit, right? There's going to be people she names, and then she'll do vague shit like, I was talking to a music manager at a party, and he became enraged. She had hoped to speaking to this manager would allow her to further grow her career and that Diddy would be happy for her, but instead he became extremely angry and pulled her out of the club where the party was taking place. All right. In the car leaving the club, Combs beat her again and pushing her into the corner and stomping her face, like stomping on her face. His security staff, Roger Bonds, why didn't she just leave it as security staff, tried to stop the beating, but was unable to de-escalate the situation. So now she named it Roger Bonds. People are going to be after Roger Bonds. Like, could you imagine you security, like, you know, KJ he running security for Diddy, and then you hear her screaming, you open the door on some last Boy Scout shit, you know, you Bruce Willis, and he giving her the case of the beats, he's beating her face off, and then she fall to the ground, and he A-Town stumping that shit, probably wearing some Nike boots or some Tims because he from New York, and you can't even pull him off. Like, what you gonna do? Like, what do you do in that situation? Yo, boss is, you know, he's giving her an attitude adjustment, is what pimps would call it. A little straightening. You know, when the car arrived at Combs' residence, she attempted to run away, but Mr. Combs followed her and proceeded to kick her in the face. God damn. Yo, this shit is wild. Wait. Look at this. He stumped her out in the car. He stumped on her face. You like,
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Wait. He's stomping on her face. Security is trying to stop him. They can't stop. They get to his house. She tries to run away. He followed her, and then he fucking put the Street Fighter Ryu kick to the face. He roundhoused her face. Come on, this shit sound like. All right, look. Did he probably hit her? Probably. But you mean to tell me he track hawked her down? She running. She turn around. She catch boot to the face. Nah, man. Like what? He's drunk too. He's drunk and high at this point too. See, this is where I'm like, come on. She putting a little bit too much sauce. He Rick James there. Like, come on. What the fuck? Kicked her in the face. It says it right there. Kicked her in. I can't what you would call it. He kicked her in the face again. Like he must be really flexible. Where's the camera footage? She was bleeding profusely and was ushered into his home where she began to throw up from the violent assault. Like, God damn. Diddy, like, he a monster. Let's lock his ass up. Lock him up. Or maybe he should be teaching karate. He should. Oh, not the American History X Curb Stomp. That was a great movie, man. Great. Look, he Michael Myers out, bruh. He hawking you down and kicking you. Put him in the octagon for real, like, bruh. She was running away. Yeah, imagine him telling the story like, yeah, I had to whoop on Cassie. She was talking to some manager ninja, and he was trying to steal her from me, and she was all happy and shit. So I put my foot in her ass, and then when she got out the car, she was running and shit. She ain't know that I be playing Street Fighter though. She ain't know Ryu was my favorite character and shit. So she was running. I did the little spin kick. She turned around, cracked her cold in the face. And she went in the bathroom, started crying, like throwing up like a little bitch. Like I ain't even hit her that hard. Did I? Security lady saying shit like, yo, you wow. That's if this shit true. The kick to the face as she's running away. Like he went Chung Lee on her and shit. Like, bruh, how do you kick someone in the face who's running away? Like, think about that, right? She had to turn around at the perfect time, and he was already coming with the foot. You like, this nigga. You'd be like, what the hell? All right, anyway, let's keep going. Shout out to all the women in the chat who's like, I'm taking that Diddy deal. I want the Diddy deal. You know, I want the Cassie deal. Like, bruh, anywho. Upon recognizing the damage he had done and the physical evidence of his abuse, he panicked and forced staff to bring her to a hotel suite at the London Hotel in LA, where she was required to stay for a week. During this stay, her injuries from the beating healed, and, you know, she began to fully realize that Mr. Combs, Puff's tremendously loyal network, not only knew and witnessed his assault, but also these witnesses were not willing to do anything meaningful to stop, Combs' behavior. And typically, right, he does not pay bare minimum. He overpays. You know why he overpays? For shit like this. So when shit go left, you like, I'm making $150,000 as a security guard. If I was anywhere else, I'd be making like 60,000. 60,000. You like, they like, hey, Henry, you was on staff that night. Did you see him kick her?
Nope.
Oh, I ain't see nothing. You sure? Cause she said he went Street Fighter on that ass. You can't miss that. I was tying my shoe, man. I let him out. I saw him walking. I was tying my shoe. By the time I came up, they were in the house. I ain't see nothing. You swear on that statement? Where do I sign? Yes. Like, shit, I got to keep the money going. And that's typically what happens. If this is true, this is all alleged. All alleged. Okay? All alleged. No one's coming up. You on your own. She recognized that she was powerless and that reporting Combs to the authorities would not alter his status or influence, but would merely give him another excuse to hurt her. You know what I'm saying? Like, you like, damn, what the hell? While in the hotels, she asked to go home to her parents, but he wouldn't let her leave. Like, nah, bitch, what you think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid? You think I'm about to let you walk out of here with 2 black eyes and a shoe print on the right side of your face? You think I'm about to let your parents see that? You think so? He was like, I'm not making fun of her, but this story is just a little out there, guys. It's a little out there, if you will. A little out there. All right. She lied to her mother when asked about an online gossip forum that reported the assault. Okay. You're like, well, He proceeded to instruct and insist to purchase excessive amounts of gifts for her, which were delivered to the hotel room where she was trapped. Cassie was terrified, isolated, and unable to see a pathway out of Puff's abusive hold on her life. And so she could not tell someone what was happening. Like, she could have told somebody. Now, she found herself becoming numb to the abuse and was experiencing and became entirely beholden to Puff's demands. She began to blindly follow his instructions out of fear of, again, being on the receiving end of a vicious case of the beats. She said being with him was like Bobby and Whitney. You like Bobby and Whitney? A clear knowledge of this unequal power dynamic and excessive domestic violence that permeated their relationship. Like Bobby and Whitney? Like Bobby and Whitney. Which one of y'all was smoking crack, though? And then she going to say it was more like Ike and Tina. Like, Ike and Tina now, too? Yeah, it was like that. It was like that. Now we got into the final chapter, guys. We're at the final chapter for all my women who wanted. He was volatile and abusive partner. He also owned the record label, and therefore, her future success in his hands had fully, extended control over every aspect of her life. All right, do me a favor, y'all. We at the midway spot. All 3 of y'all that's watching, do me a favor, like this stream. I got more people watching on Twitch, which is wild. Shout out to people on Twitch. Sarah, where you been at? How's them Trump docs? Shout out to Sarah. I need Sarah B. Ninja watching. All right, anywho. Let's get into the trafficking, if you will, right? This is probably the most craziest part of this whole lawsuit that's getting out there that she wanted out there. She wanted to know, she wanted everyone to know about this. All right. Shout out to all the women who wanted to take the Cassie deal. This comes with it. Okay. Within a few months of beginning a romantic relationship with 40-year-old Combs, 22-year-old Cassie felt beholden to his whims and demands. While in New York, Diddy would tell Cassie he wanted to engage in a fantasy called voyeurism. Mr. Combs said it would turn him on if he saw Miss Ventura with another D. With another D.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Come on. Keep your composure. Keep your composure. We're about to get to the freak off parties. For the first time, Combs hired oh shit. Brayshaw saleswomen. CLM. For the first time, Diddy hired a man and brought him to his home in LA. The man, Diddy, and Cassie were masquerade masks and ingested drugs. Diddy directed Cassie to perform sexual acts with this man while Combs watched them. He pleasured himself while he directed Cassie and the man to do specific sexual acts. Now, all my women who said I'm taking the Diddy deal, okay? You got to do this. This encounter would last multiple days. So he in some corner doing one of these while y'all get y'all back blown out. All right? Your back is getting blown out. And he watching. But guess what though? Your rent's paid, your car's paid. You know what I'm saying? All he doing is watching you. He just want to see you happy. He just want to see you feel good. You know what I'm saying? He just want to see you feel good. Don't get shy now. Don't get shy now. Y'all was with that shit earlier. Francis, Niece, San. Sarah wasn't here, so we don't know. No, thank you. Oh, no. You signed the contract. Contract's enforceable. You gotta do what he calls a freak off, or FO. He will repeatedly tell Cassie at random moments, hey, I want an FO. You like, FO? Yeah, I want that FO. I want that FO. Like, faux? Like the stuff at the the Asian place, the faux drink? Nah. Don't try to play that shit. You know what I mean when I say FO. All right. It gets deeper, guys. It gets deeper. All right. He would repeatedly tell her at random moments he wanted the FO, and she was expected to facilitate the location and hire the workers. This is her body, her choice. Diddy's being a gentleman. He not like, yo, look, I'm about to eat. Like, you know that dude who banged Lena the plug? Yeah, he about to come here and stretch your ass out. He like, nah, sweetie. He's a gentleman. He like, look, since I'm a nice guy, you pick the guy. You pick the guy. Okay? You pick the guy. I'm going to keep paying your rent. You're going to keep driving that luxury car. I'm going to keep pumping money into your career. But you get to pick the guy. And it don't gotta be him if you don't want it to be him. I mean, it could be him if you want it to be him, but your body, your choice. He's progressive, guys. Calm down. At certain points during, Miss Ventura and Combs' relationship, he would insist on the F off weekly. Okay, so now you got to do these shits weekly. We got to have an F off weekly. And shout out to Sarah. Send me them court docs. And he would repeatedly tell her that this practice was our thing. This is our little secret, and this how we should keep it. He hit her with the shit, and she just like, oh shit. She at this point she like, what the fuck? She like,
hey yo, what the fuck?
See what happened when she did the first one, and then he like, oh, you like that shit, huh? Yeah. All right, we need to do these shits every week. All right, the freak offs would often take place in hotels, like including Trump Towers and Columbus Circle, Beverly Hills, London, LA, Atlanta, New York, Miami, New York, Los Angeles, Beverly. So basically Beverly Hills, New York, Miami, and Atlanta. All right. 30 million. Come on, Sarah. Don't be prude. Don't be prude. Just do the freak off party. For Diddy, for no rent, for no car. You don't have to worry about money anymore. You just gotta get the freak off. I mean, literally gotta get the freak off. You gotta get Diddy off. That's just, you know, I mean, that's how it works, right? On one occasion around 2013, he had a freak off set up at the Intercontinental in New York, after which he was charged with $10,000 of damage to the hotel upon information and belief that Puff's chief of staff, Tony Fletcher, this is witness number 2, paid an invoice and charged the hotel. You know what I think she's doing? She's naming people that she didn't like or people who may have covered it up. Because I can't imagine her naming people she cool with. All right. Cassie was eventually instructed to use websites and escort services to find male sex workers to participate in the freak off sessions. And he told her explicitly, search for large black.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Now, this is all in an attempt to get his ass to settle. You put this in there to settle because this doesn't sound like illegal to me, right? She's saying this is her evidence of her being trafficked. She's saying, hey, this is me getting trafficked. You guys hearing you joking about this shit, but I did freak off parties every week for 10 years. I had to find these guys too. I had to find them, had to book them. Then I had to drop neck on them. I saw Diddy in the corner doing whatever he was doing. I did this shit for 10 years. And she's saying this is trafficking. You know why? Because he would fly her to these places. Like, you can't even buy a plane ticket and take someone somewhere else. But maybe the trafficking is because she was forced to do these freak off parties. I mean, even though he never said she didn't have to do it. I mean, it's that, like, I knew if I said no, you would beat me. He like, no, I never would have did that. Like, what do you mean? Shit be in their mind sometimes. Sometimes he would pay to fly male sex workers to his location, including to multiple cities in the United States as well as abroad. He required Cassie and his staff to help him make these arrangements. Yo, we need someone else to speak out. We need someone to corroborate this shit. To talk about these sex parties. Like, yo, yeah. Like, oh yeah, we've been to the Diddy freak off session. Like, what you talking about? Like, yo, wait. He was at the Diddy freak off. Like, yeah, man. I banged Cassie. He was in the corner. I don't know what he was doing, but I was banging Cassie. She was tight too, man. She was good shit. Now, I'm sure if this is true, anyone who did participate in the freak off, they were paid handsomely and they signed the NDA. Hey, here's $30,000. I need you to come through, Jack. Bang out my girl and leave. You can't look at me. You're not allowed to make eye contact with what I'm doing over here. You know who would know? Young Miami would know. People have spoke out a little. No. I need someone to speak out a lot. I need someone like Jack, like, I got you. Jack, like, say less. Jack, like, say less. Jack on it. Jack on it. Now, what if XQC asked you to do this 2 years ago? Or you still got him? Blink for no. Anywho. So he flying ninjas out. And the staff is all about this shit. The staff is all about it. Someone saying, look up Jaguar Wright interview. Okay, maybe at the end. You see how people like, oh, I got you. All right, XQC 2 years ago, he actually do the shit. You want it? He like, oh, you're not playing fair. You're not playing fair. All right, so anywho, the assistants would help him out and set up the freak offs. I thought she was able to set up. She was supposed to set up the freak offs. Not the assistant doing it. We missing some consistency, y'all. Including by setting up the hotel suites with baby oil and Astroglide. Yo.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Look, Astroglide, that's from backdoor shit, right? You using Astroglide for backdoor, like, you gotta be like, yo, Cassie, what was you using the Astroglide for? You know, like, no judgment here, baby. No judgment. But you was giving up the back belt. She'd be like, shut up. I mean, she put this shit in here, man. She put it in here. Right? He would always he always supplied her. Whoa. Puff always supplied Cassie and the sex worker with copious amounts of drugs before the freak off session. Cassie was given ecstasy, nose candy, GHB, ketamine, Mary J, alcohol in excessive amounts during freak offs, which allowed her to disassociate during these horrific encounters. God damn. Salute to my man Dust. Damn, Dust. He used it. Now, you know damn well Diddy used it. You know he was doing it. It became commonplace to get IV fluids in the days after a freak off to recover from the excessive use. God damn, they got the shit to the arm, like, get in the water. All right. This shit wild. Where we at? During the freak off, Mr. Combs would whoa. Did I miss? Oh, no, I missed something right here. Cassie was required to dress up in lingerie for a freak off, and Diddy insisted she wear white nail polish to contrast her nails with the skin of the black man he hired to have sex with her. This shit is wild. Look, it's not hilarious. This is just true statements. Jay Fast, I'm not trying to be funny. This is a very serious topic here, okay? Diddy was having freak off sessions. She said that she was trafficked. We cannot make jokes. We cannot make light of this situation. All right? Because this could be happening in Young Miami. We need to save Young Miami, okay? Period. Like, we need to save her. You know what I'm saying? Carisha, please, like, we need to send smoke signals. We need to get her out. All right? So she had to wear the white nail polish. Now, I'm not going to lie. I do like a woman wearing white nail polish. I like that shit. I like it. But Francis is like, nah, he gay. He like gay. He like gay. He would instruct her to pour excessive amounts of oil on herself. Like, what was the oil? Maybe she can get a deal. Diddy would then instruct her and the sex worker to speak to each other and then would specifically tell Cassie where to touch him at. Mr. Combs would say things like, oh, I can't repeat this shit. I can't repeat it. But you see it, right? Grab that big black and ask her, how does it feel? As he directed her to perform for him. Like, this is wild, guys. I'm telling you, she is embarrassing his ass. Okay, this is embarrassing. During the freak offs, in addition to directing her and self-pleasuring, he would use his phone, laptop, and tablet to film her having, you know what I'm saying, with the hired sex worker. He treated the forced encounter, as a personal art project, adjusting the candles he used, the lighting to frame the videos he took. Look, now he recording this shit. He recording it. Yo, Diddy a freaky ass dude. He recording this shit. Like, could you imagine? You took the deal, right? So to my women in the chat who took the deal, he's not beating you. You get to pick the BBC that you want of your choice. And mid-stroke, he up in your face like, hold on. Let me adjust this candle. Okay, continue. Continue. You would be like, oh man, that's when you know you down bad. you probably do got to get high for that, right? So he taking videos. While she quickly deleted any photographs or videos of the acts as if they were, acts if they were taken on her phone, he repeatedly made clear that he retained many videos of her doing the freak-offs. So we need some evidence. Even when she deleted the videos, Diddy would tell her that he was able to recover the deleted videos from her devices. God, this nigga creating cybercrimes right here. Once, on one occasion, he sat next to her on a flight and was like, watch this video that you thought was deleted, reinforcing her inability to escape the immense power he held on her. This shit wild. Could you imagine you agreeing to this shit? You on a plane, he like, yo, check this shit out from last night. He was taking it real good. He was doing the good job. And you like, wait, I thought I deleted that shit. He like, you thought you what? Evil ass laugh. He doing some evil diabolical laughing like. You ain't delete shit. Okay? You ain't delete nothing. I got all this shit. We watching it on the plane. Okay, like goddamn. Okay, so he would pay the male sex workers a few $1,000s in cash for their services. During some freak-offs, Diddy would become extremely intoxicated and would hit Miss Cassie in front of the sex workers. Now, come on, man. Now he wilding. Look, first he fucking roundhouse kicking you while you running. Now you getting your back blown out. He drunk. He come over there and just socking you. Socking you? Oh, man. Oh, man. This is look, guys, this was supposed to be in her book. Okay? This was supposed to be in her $30 million book. Crazy stuff. She was repulsed by Diddy's demands, but between the physical beating and recognizing his incredible power and incredible temper, she became petrified of her partner and boss. They throwing that boss shit back in and felt that she could not say no. You see how they slip boss up in there? Francis is just convinced. Having that as evidence is another reason they can't go to trial. I don't think she has the videos though, right? If she has a video, it's game over. If she has a video of him recording with his, you hear some shit in the background and he beating it, like, you know how it sounds, fellas. Then it's game over for it's GD. It's GG. Maybe she can get 100 million. He a billion dollar ninja. He don't want this shit to come out. Like, he don't want to come out and say, yeah, the freak off parties happened, but it was consensual. He don't want to say that shit. He say that shit. He say that shit, then he done in the community. Because, sure, that shit may fly on Twitch, but in the black community, it's over. It's over if he admits to being a cuck. Just saying. Got this $1 billion dude in the cuck chair. He on some Sneeko type shit. This is wild. This is wild. What else? He would even present her with lavish gifts prior to the middle of the freak-offs, seemingly to acknowledge that the ways in which these forced sexual encounters constituted work for her, and he needed to compensate her for this work. At one point, he'd given her so many designer bracelets for freak-offs and immediately following his brutal beatings that she felt like she was shackled. They were shackled by his presence. Oh my goodness. Okay, so look at this, y'all. He gave her bracelets and she said, I got so many, they're shackles. So she got to unbreak these chains of the freak-off. Bars, Loki. Hey, look, that is a great one, right? She was an artist. She was an artist. God damn. Frequently, her anxiety before the freak-off will become so great that she would basically become physically ill, sometimes to the point of vomiting. While kneeling over the toilet, Diddy would shame her into performing for him, eventually forcing her to get up and proceed with the freak-off. Like, he was shamed, like, bitch, if you don't, how dare your dirty ass not come do this freak-off session for me? I didn't call this BBC over here. I didn't paid him thousands of dollars, and you ain't gonna do what I need you to do to his BBC so I can get off. I'm wasting money on you. Your career's over. You like, bro, like, if this is true, this shit is wild. Like, all of it can't be a lie, guys. It can't be a lie. Where was her family? She was not allowed to see her family, niece. She could not see her family. Or maybe the family was like, girl, just, we living in a penthouse. Just do the freak off. We don't want to move. It could have been like that. Where's the physical proof? There we go, saying, where's the physical proof? I would have loved to see an attachment to this with like a bruised face or something. A videotape. I ain't seen none of that shit. Where we at? She knew firsthand that telling Diddy that she did not want to engage in the freak off was met with anger and violence. How did she know if she never said no? In addition, any suggestion that she would refuse to do the freak off otherwise report Combs' abuse was met with ultimatums by Mr. Combs, who would say that Miss Ventura could not go to the police because she had a lot to lose. On August 2015, for example, in the middle of a surprise birthday dinner for her 29th birthday, Diddy insisted that she leave the party to go do a goddamn freak off. This nigga diabolical. He like, nah. I know it's your birthday. She like, what I get for my birthday? She like, what? She like, Diddy, what you get me for my birthday? He like, you ain't gonna believe what I got you, girl. You ain't gonna believe it. She like, what did you get me? She excited. She like, I'm 29. I'm at a party. I know you got me this party, but what did you really get me? He like, come to the hotel room. We about to do a freak off. Look, man. Hey, look, this is her truth, guys. We should not be laughing at her truth. We should not. You should not be trolling about it. We should be respectful. We believe all women, goddammit. Believe all women. Why would she lie? Why would she lie about doing a freak off on her 29th birthday? When she expressed she did not want to go, Diddy had her cornered by his security staff in order to force her to leave with him. After this freak off, because she did that shit. She did that shit. Yeah, we gonna get to this. After the freak off, she went back to the hotel room that, you know, she was staying in where some of her friends were already hanging out. Diddy was severely intoxicated, and at one point during the night, he picked up one of her friends like a child and dangled the friend over the balcony of the 17th floor in the hotel suite. So now he on some Lion King shit. He like, Simba, my pride. He look in the room, he like, all the women before you, we will have, you know, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a wild story. Wow, what does that have to do with her being trafficked? You see what I'm saying? Like, she's throwing all these details in here just to basically throw him under the bus in a lawsuit, because she can't write a book, but she can put this shit in a lawsuit. Just like Tiger Woods, she put all that shit in there. Like, remember Tiger Woods was like, hey, we about to go on a trip. She's like, where are we going? He like, just pack your shit. She pack her shit. Where are we going? He's like, well, I'm going to Aspen. You're staying at this hotel. Have a nice life. Like, you remember that shit? That shit was wild. If you've been here a while, you remember that. That one. Shout out to S Tampa. Salute to my corporate juicer in the building. Where we at? God damn. Okay, so the friends were scared of Diddy's erratic behavior, but Cassie was heavily sedated because of the drugs she took to participate in the freak off, and therefore was unable to respond to Diddy's terrifying behavior. The freak off became work for her. And despite her protestations, Diddy insisted that these intricately staged and forced, now we say enforced, freak-offs encounters between her and various male sex workers. Now we're at the last chapter for real, because now she's about to try. This is escaping Diddy, guys. This is escaping him. She tried to escape. You know, anytime she tried to create distance between, you know, her and Diddy, he used networks to find her and convince her to return to his abuse. She chose to return. On multiple occasions, Diddy and his employees would lure her back. In 2011, during a rough patch, Diddy and Cassie's relationship, she had a brief relationship with Kid Cudi. When Combs returned from a trip, he demanded another freak off with her, and she did that shit. Like, look at this. Hey, bitch, I'm back in town. What are we doing? Freak off. Like, God, like, how many men do you think she slept with? And where are these men at? During this freak off, Combs found Cassie's phone and found emails between her and Kid Cudi. Diddy became enraged and possessed a place of a manual corkscrew between his fingers and lunged at her. Okay, so he got the corkscrew in the finger and he lunged at her. He ain't hit her though. She ran away to stay at Kid Cudi's home to escape his wrath. Soon thereafter, one of Combs' staff members told her, like, hey, we need to just talk to you. Even though he was enraged. I know he tripping, but he just want to talk, girl. Just come on over. This is the movie script. What are you talking about? Like, this is the movie script. Trust me. Tubi is going to pick this shit up. There will be a script. There will be some YouTubers that pick this shit up and call it Surviving Brother Love. You know, I'm telling, it's going to be a documentary, and it's going to be ninjas that's going to come forward and it's like, yeah, I did plenty of freak offs for him. She chose me. I was nice to Cassie. You know, I took it easy on her. He wanted me to really hurt her. And I knew she was under pressure, but I just took it easy, you know? Were you paid? Yeah, let's pay handsomely. Like, it's going to be shit like that. Feeling like she could not escape his network of enforcers, she returned to him. He hit her several times and then kicked her in the back as she would try to run out the door. Like, God damn, why does he always keep kicking her in the back? Like, what? Like, oh my goodness. This shit's wild. This is wild. Okay. What is it? I'm just like, the kicking stuff is just wild. She tries to run. He must have got the fucking fastest feet this side of the Mississippi. This side of the Mississippi. His feet is fast. She went to her parents' home in Connecticut where her mother took pictures of the bruises. So now we got some evidence that he left on her. In February 2012, during the Paris Fashion Week, Combs told her that he was going to blow Kid Cudi's car up and that he wanted to ensure that Kid Cudi was home with his friends when it happened. Around that time, Kid Cudi's car exploded in the driveway. And there are reports that this did happen. They came out and was like, yeah, my shit blew up while I was in the driveway. Ms. Ventura was terrified as she began to fully comprehend what Mr. Combs was both willing and able to do to those he believed had slighted him. In 2015, she spoke to a popular music manager, which she left out again, at an after party in a hotel suite in Las Vegas. Diddy saw her speaking to this manager and sternly told her to step into a bedroom and join in the suite. In the bedroom, Combs beat her again severely. She ran from the corner of the room trying to avoid Combs beating and kicking. Like, look at this ninja be kicking. God damn, he just be kicking her ass, literally. When she tried to lock herself in the bathroom, he pushed through, punched and kicked her while she was curled up under a toilet. Her screams were drowned out by the loud music playing outside the area of the, like, God damn. How many times has he kicked her, y'all? How many times? I'm wilding. How am I wilding? I'm reading her story. I'm shining light on this abusive person, Diddy, or Mr. Combs, as she calls him, for having these freak-off parties. I'm trying to shed light on her situation, which is what she wanted. And then now, y'all are telling me I'm wilding. See how it goes? I can't even stand up for a woman, and people be telling me I'm wilding. Like, this is the world we live in. And this Francis talking about I'm wilding. Like, I don't think you're taking this serious enough, Francis. Cassie is disappointed. Cassie disappointed. Okay? And Diddy, you better watch out for Diddy. He might kick your ass too. He in New York. I know you live in New York, right? Don't let Diddy catch you. He catch you walking. I'll kick your ass. Like, what the fuck? I mean, the kicking comment, like, she said the kicking. She said he kicked me. He kicked me while I was under the toilet. He kicked me in my face. I was running. I turned around. He kicked me. Like, he just be kicking her ass, literally. When Mr. Combs, head of security and assistance, saw her after the assault, they were crying. She had 2 black eyes and a burst and bruised lip and a huge welt on her forehead. Why didn't she name him, though? They not testifying? Upon seeing the results of his vicious attack, Diddy immediately took steps to conceal his wrongdoing. He forced her to stay at his home in Hobley Hills, along with one of his sons. Uh-oh. Which son was it? Which son was it? Now you laughing. You see, y'all, look, it's y'all who tripping. Y'all not taking this serious. A woman says she was walking and she got Chung-Li kicked in the face, and y'all just laughing. You know what y'all sound like when I see the comment section? This is what I see when I look in the comment section. Hold up, where is my ha? No. Oh, here we go. That's what I see. I see that when I see these emojis, these laughing emojis. And it's just Frances. She's not taking this serious. She's not taking this serious at all. Anyway, like, why y'all not taking this serious? Why y'all not taking this serious? Jesus. I'm sorry, enforcer. All right, where we at? Upon seeing the results of his vicious attacks, Diddy immediately took steps to conceal his wrongdoing. He forced Cassie to stay in his home in Hobley Hills with one of the sons. While there, Combs FaceTimed her and stated, "You got to go up and put more makeup on. My son can't see you like that." God damn. He was like, look. I know I beat that ass, but don't let my son see you with them black eyes. Go fix yourself up. Go fix yourself up. You like, God damn. She did put on makeup on per his demands. Cassie felt that she had no choice but to obey her abuser. Even though security guards, assistants, and friends saw the situation she was in, no one dared to help her or speak up on her behalf. She therefore had no choice but to remain subservient. In 2015, while shooting a movie in Cape Town, South Africa, Miss Ventura began a flirtatious relationship with an actor. She spent New Year's Eve with this actor, but Combs found out. Combs called the actor and threatened him. The actor proceeded to call her and tell her, "Hey, you really need to call Mr. Diddy." like, what the fuck?
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Oh, man, she got like a new boyfriend. He like, look, because we're not all buying it. Come on, y'all not buying it. You're not buying it. You don't believe all women saying. If you haven't learned nothing from me, from following this show, we believe all women over here. We don't. We typically don't. But we don't believe all men either. So we believe all evidence. How about that? We don't believe all men. We don't believe all women. We believe all evidence. And right now, she has a bunch of allegations with no one to corroborate it. And it's just her word. It's like me coming out and saying, "Guys, I got a confession." Like, what happened, Henry? Why you not been streaming? Frances, she pulled up to my house. I was cutting the grass. She asked me to join her in a freak-off party. I declined, and then she karate kicked me and beat me up, and I ended up doing a freak-off party because I was scared. And y'all gonna be like, "Fuck my sick." We saw Frances double clicking the mouse in the corner. We just didn't pay it no attention. We just went down. We just we just went through. And we know she know how to kick because she just said it. Jason taught me how to kick. All right, I'm sorry, guys. Francis, anywho. In 2016, during a freak off at the Intercontinental in Century, Los Angeles, that's very specific, he became extremely intoxicated and punched her in the face, giving her a black eye. God damn, why you didn't kick her? After he fell asleep, she tried to leave the hotel room, but as she exited, he woke up and began screaming at her. He followed her into the hallway of the hotel while yelling at her. He grabbed her and then took a glass vase in the hallway and threw them at her, causing the glass to crash around them, and she ran to the elevator to escape. She managed to get into the elevator, and then she got to the lobby, quickly took a cab to her apartment. Upon realizing that her running away would cause Mr. Combs to be even angrier with her and completely stuck in this vicious cycle of abuse, she returned to the hotel with intention of apologizing for running away from her abuser. Then she returned to hotel security, urged her to get back into the cab, go to her apartment, suggesting that they had seen the security footage showing him beating her. Cassie and throwing a glass at her in the hotel lobby. Damn, they got the footage. Well, so much for that. Once Diddy found out, he gave them $50,000 for the footage. You like, damn. After this, Cassie left her home in Comstock and went to hide away in a friend's home in Florida. James Cruz, president of Bad Boy Management, tracked her down and told her that her single would not be released if she did not answer Diddy's phone. And I'm like, who was that ninja? A woman who worked for Sony Music reached out to her with a similar ultimatum concerning her record. Who is this woman? You see how she protects who she wants and who she doesn't? Incredibly, Diddy even convinced her, one of his attorneys to call her at this time. This lawyer told her that it's in your best interest to call Diddy back. Each time, Cassie tried to run away, Diddy and his powerful network would force her back. You like, damn. Diddy's tight hold over her life, had irreparably damaged her friendships around 2018 when she was with her friend Carrie Morgan in her house. Diddy used his key to her house and came in unannounced. He and Miss Morgan had an altercation during which Diddy threw a hanger at her. Upon information and belief, the incident resulted in a settlement between her and him, and Miss Ventura ended up paying her additional money in an attempt to resolve the dispute between her close friend and her abusive and controlling boyfriend. So damn, she whatchamacallit. She signing checks. She basically smoothing out situations. The relationship between her and Morgan had been strained since this time. Seeing the extreme measure Combs took to keep a tight hold on her and isolate her from the support network, and having experienced the precautions of rejecting his demands, she felt that saying no to Diddy could cost her something: her family, her friends, her career, or even her life. Now, he never threatened my life ever, but I thought I was going to lose that shit. This is the final section. In 2017, she became desperate to leave Diddy and his abuse of her. She recognized that if she stayed with him, she would never be able to have a successful career or ever be physically and mentally safe. She therefore became determined to completely break away from Diddy and his cycle of abuse, and made a concerted efforts to avoid him. In 2018, she joined Combs for dinner at an Italian restaurant in California, for which she believed was to be a discussion about concluding their relationship for good. After dinner, she returned to her home, which was paid for by him. So he's still covering her living. She wanted to break up with him and keep the house. He forced himself into the apartment and tried to kiss her. She told him to stop and attempted to push him away. He then forcibly pulled off her clothing, unbuckled his belt, raped her, while she repeatedly said no and tried to push him away. Soon after, She took steps to completely separate herself from the longtime abuser, including by leaving her home that he paid for and returning the car he purchased for her. Despite moving away, Cassie's address was posted online in 2019, leading to fears for her safety. Damn, man. Cassie was under immense duress during the months after which Combs raped her. She took all steps possible to entirely remove herself from the abuser, ambit, including by entering into contracts to end her record deal with Bad Boy Entertainment. So now the contract's over. Okay, now this is where she about to blame him. As a result of the immense trauma Cassie endured for over a decade with Combs. Like, how is it over a decade? I guess. She suffered and continuously suffered from immense emotional distress. Following her escape from the cycle of abuse and being trafficked, she struggled with physical and mental manifestations of her trauma. The birth of her 2 children, however, allowed her a new lease on life and gave her purpose. She credits her children with saving her from trauma that had consumed over a decade of her life. Except for the months when she was pregnant with her children, when Cassie struggled with her addictions to drugs and alcohol. Addictions that were established and fueled by Diddy. Like,
And it's all Jermaine's fault.
come
It's
on.
always Jermaine's fault.
Come on. She's broken up with him and she's on alcohol and drugs and it's his fault. Ugh. She turned to substances drawing out the memories of her abuse without being intoxicated. She suffered from horrific nightmares of forced sexual acts that Diddy demanded she participate in during their regular scheduled freak-offs of the physical beatings that she endured throughout the relationship. She had difficulty eating or sleeping, and her relationship with her family suffered. During this time, she frequently had thoughts of ending her life, but she also got married and had 2 kids in this process. The rebuilder of her life and her career, she needed to completely reinvent herself. She's checked herself into inpatient treatment at a rehabilitation center where she first confronted the extent of the trauma she lives with. She was required intensive therapy and other medical care to recover from Diddy's abuse, and she will forever live with the physical and psychological repercussions of over a decade of violence, fear, exploitation she endured. Although Cassie was unable to speak up during the years of abuse she endured at the hands of Diddy, she has since been able to rebuild her life and comfort her trauma. Thanks to the passage of New York's Adult Savior Act and California's Abuse Act, she is now ready and able to confront her abuser and hold him and those who enabled his abuse accountable for their actions. And that is pretty much the lawsuit. I mean, what do you guys think of this, right? I mean, here's the charges, trafficking her against her will. What's the next one? Violation of the human trafficking law. But what do you guys think of this? More trafficking, California trafficking. I mean, she's putting all these things on, battery and sexual battery under New York law. As a result of Combs' alleged conduct, she has suffered physical injury, severe emotional distress, humiliation, embarrassment, anxiety. She said she had anxiety before she met Diddy. But, that's what he liked about her. Economic harm and other consequential damages. What's this? SA, she was assaulted. What's this? Gender Motivated Violence Act. She throwing basically everything at the kitchen sink at him. Another gender discrimination in a hostile work environment. Remember, she put that work environment in there. And is there a statute of limitations? No, those laws that she named give some look back to extend the statute of limitations. And she actually brings it up in one of these where she says, "Oh, we filed it in a timely manner." Harassment, gender discrimination in the workplace. This is why you don't mess with people you work with. Prayer, all she praying for is not justice. She just praying for money. Money for attorney fees, money with interest, money for punitive damages, money for mental pain, money for money she lost. I mean, it's just money. It's all money. But there you go, guys. There you go. That was the Diddy lawsuit. Now, I do have some attorneys that's going to break down what's going to happen next. Here we go, right here. All right, so this is a quick video on what's going to happen next.
Dr. Laura McNeil joins us today, along with Bernardo Ilona, and both legal analysts who can speak to this issue. What about the trigger warnings? Anybody, Bernardo, you want to take that? That Laura said you don't see that often. When we start there and then get into some of the evidence that may be there.
It is
what do you
right.
think of that?
You're right. It is about money. She doesn't want justice. She didn't go to the cops and try to get him put in jail. She went to a civil lawsuit for money. And you combine that with the fact that her attorney said, hey, you know what I'm saying? And someone said, low-key, she should have done this before she got married. I mean, she married Diddy's trainer. So you see how it goes. Like, oh, I married Diddy's trainer. He don't got the money to sustain the lifestyle I had with Diddy.
Absolutely. Like Laura stated, I have never seen a trigger warning on the first page of a complaint. Hey, you don't even see that in criminal cases on an indictment when it's filed. So
Right.
I think that was more of course, to get fair warning of what's contained in the document, but also by the attorneys to show that, look, this is a serious case. This is a case that will shock the conscience. Come on, let's be real. These are explosive allegations.
These are the most craziest allegations I've seen in my life. A freak off party, he kicking her while she running.
Against Sean Puffy Combs. But we have to remember that this is a civil case having to deal with monetary damages as opposed to a criminal case having to deal with the life or liberty of Mr. Combs.
How does that affect it then, Laura, the fact that it is a civil case? I mean, what would that, in terms of the evidence that we should be looking at, in terms of the burden of proof here, with civil case versus criminal case?
Burden of proof, very low for civil. I can just be like, yo, Jack hit me. They'll be like, really? Yeah, he hit me.
In a situation like this with such serious charges.
Yeah, so it's a very different scenario here. You're going to have a much lower burden of proof to prove your case in a civil setting, which only requires preponderance of the evidence. So more likely than not, as opposed to a criminal case where you're going to have a higher burden of proof, which is going to be beyond reasonable doubt. So in this situation, it's kind of interesting because usually you have the reverse. You typically have criminal charges filed and then a civil case pursues. And so it'll be very interesting to see whether or not this triggers possible criminal investigation into this as well.
Right, one could lead to the other. What about the defense side of how they might handle it, Bernard? I know.
Look, defense, right? He's either going to say he did it, say he didn't do it, or say she lied. What is his defense? It was consensual, or it never happened.
The Diddy team has basically been saying, hey, there was an extortion attempt made here. How might that play into it?
Yeah, so far, his attorneys actually issued a statement where he denies these allegations. So what the next steps that's going to happen is that they have to answer this complaint. They have about 3 weeks to answer the complaint unless there's going to be an extension that is granted. And in that answer, what we should expect to see is that, of course, Puffy's going to say that he denies each and every one of these allegations. And then after that, I assume that what his attorneys are going to do is file a motion for a summary judgment where they're going to ask the judge to dismiss this case on the papers alone, that this case should not go forward.
I don't think that shit gonna happen
In a court of law, and there should not be a trial. I highly doubt that that will be granted.
Well, I didn't see white. I'm looking for her with the white nail polish, y'all. I'm like, she got white nail polish?
What we should expect to see this is that a long drawn-out case, whether there'll be settlement discussions, but it's already been said by Cassie's attorneys that they turned down an 8-figure settlement. But in terms of credibility, all of this is going to boil down to credibility. Puffy's going to have to argue, did it happen? Did it not happen? Or was it a consensual act? All of these acts that are being alleged in this case.
Well, there's so many things that have been alleged. I mean, Laura went through a lot of this, but I'll put some of the allegations back.
So it sounded like she was offered $10 million. And they was like,
nope.
No.
back up on the screen in the lawsuit. I mean, this, and, you know, Bernardo, you made this point, but Dr. Laura will ask you about it, how serious this is. Raped Miss Ventura at her own home, often punched, beat, kicked, and stomped on Miss Ventura.
The kick and stomped on is like, you would have some type of evidence, right? If anything, Diddy has a rock solid defamation case.
Ventura blew up a man's car after he learned he was romantically interested in Miss Ventura. On and on it goes. Forced her to engage in sex acts with male.
I mean, this is Diddy's rap sheet. He pled guilty to second-degree harassment in 1999, allegedly beating a record executive with a chair and a champagne bottle. 2004, a promoter filed a lawsuit against him, claiming the handlers beat and kicked him. They were with them goddamn feet. The feet, boy. He can't escape them feet. 2015, he was booked on 3 counts of assault with a deadly weapon after an altercation with his son. I remember the one at the Coach game.
Sex workers, as Laura Engel was talking about, ran out of his apartment with a firearm in pursuit of a rival industry executive, demanded that she carry his firearm, introduced her to a lifestyle of excessive alcohol and substance abuse. So,
I mean, how do you introduce someone to that lifestyle, though?
You know, this is, there are a lot, Dr. Laura, of allegations in the one case. And to go back to the point you made, some of this is, you're saying could turn into a criminal problem for Diddy.
Absolutely. I mean, to say that these charges shock the conscience is an understatement. And again, these are alleged charges, but if they are proven true, I would find it very surprising, to be quite honest, even before this case gets to trial, if the New York prosecutor does not start investigating this case. And this is assuming that there's not an ongoing investigation going. I don't
think it's. Would you investigate this? You basing your whole. I mean, if you Bill Cosby, hell yeah, they're investigating it. But you Diddy.
Believe that there are, based on a statement that was released by the New York PD. But again, to hear this level, sex trafficking, sexual abuse, violations of New York's gender motivated law, these are some pretty serious allegations. And so I think that we should expect, if it isn't already happening, a criminal investigation as well.
All right, Dr. Laura McNeil is a legal analyst, lectures at Columbia University. Bernardo Villalobos also with us, legal analyst, criminal.
All right. I mean, what'd you guys think of that? I know I'm late to the party. I know I'm like 48 hours late. I'm like, damn, I'm super duper late to the party. But you know, the rumors of him being, you know, like that, they like persist.
Yeah, I love this drink. I like when you like this, Daddy. Yeah, you put my bag Daddy, I like when you scrambling and scraping for shit. I like that.
You be like, yeah.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
What you mean, daddy? Like, why are you calling me daddy? Like, hold on. Like, what? Why am I being called daddy? Like that might. I might.
He says things. He doesn't even know what he's saying is like fruity. He says something fabulous, and he goes, "Yo, no, but me and you, we ain't party. Like we need to party." What are you talking about? When people say that to me, I get a little uncomfortable. Like, when you see Jadakiss put his head down, like, while we stuck here right now, and the cameras is rolling, everybody see. Don't make like it's just me, man. What if you do some like a little fluffy stuff
now
going
you guys
on? Like he said something to me one time, a long time ago. He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what'd you just say? Let me move, man, before I do something. You gonna make me mess up the wedding. Let me get out. No, dude, take me. That's what a guy says to a girl.
I asked 50 about that, and he said you did the same thing to him. You asked him to take him shopping.
Yeah, I thought he needed some clothes. What? I'm a nice guy. I don't have no beef with Fifth. He loves me.
Y'all can't see that he loves me.
Yo, what the
you fuck? Really, hold on, you really think that's hate?
You know he loves me.
I don't think he like it.
You know he loves me. He said
he does not love you, Diddy, man. I'm just here to let you know, man. I wouldn't lie to you. Also, like the repercussions have already taken place. He was supposed to have some DeLeon party in Atlanta. They already yapped that. It was like, nah, we not doing that party. We regret to inform you that due to recent allegations, we believe it's in the best interest of our community, and regrettably cancel the event. It was like, Diddy, you is not bringing that shit over here. We support.
I'm gonna let you rock this every time you.
Now this is a really suspect clip. Neverland Park.
Yeah, this gonna be yours. So every time you come to LA, it's a little dusty, but you know, come get the front shot of this.
Man.
Really? Woo!
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna be driving this next year.
Yeah, when you
That's young Justin Bieber, guys.
get 16, you come down there, you gotta, you know, wear your seat.
I mean, I'm 15. You could ride in the passenger seat. I got my permit. Not yet.
No.
All right,
No.
16.
No, man.
16.
Let's slow down. Let's slow down, Justin.
Okay.
Let's slow down, okay?
One step at a time.
But yeah, the key.
I'm telling you, definitely look at Diddy different now with these allegations. You like, yo, why was he touchy feely with Justin like
This
that?
is yours when you get 16. You good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then when you get 18, you get the house. You get the mansion.
Okay. I get the mansion.
Yeah.
So where are we off to now?
Where would you like to go?
I mean, wherever you want to go. Where are we going?
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like, you know, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream. You know, I have been given custody of him. You know, he signed to Usher.
I'm signed to Usher.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when you know he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So and we gonna go full crazy.
Freak off party.
I'm going crazy.
Crazy.
I'm taking this out tonight.
What you want to do? What you want to do over the next 48 hours?
48 hours. Let's go. Let's just go get some girls. Let's go get some girls.
Yo, so you mean to tell me Diddy is taking 15-year-old Justin Bieber out to get girls?
Nigga, Puff was like, first he was amping him to get style. Then he was like, so when we gonna get the chance to, you know, to kick it, like we can just hang out, nigga. We gotta kick it.
This is
Puff.
Okay.
He telling me we gotta kick it and shit. And he was like, yo, why don't we like go shopping or some shit? I mean, like I pay for it. And I was like, what the fuck this nigga just said? I got the fuck away from him because I was like, this nigga like the fucking. This nigga just told me he'd take me shopping. And this is shit that goes on. But this is a little fruit. Puppy's a fruit pie. Trust me. You see these little weird ass pictures and shit like that out there. You should sit out there for no reason. If you don't see accident pictures of me like kissing niggas. Like that doesn't happen by accident. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Look. Later you gonna find out a little shit that I be saying. Do you understand?
Yo, he called it though, right?
I'm saying, man, listen. I'm trying.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you rock this.
I mean, I got so much Diddy stuff.
Had caught me.
This is the woman who he like beat up allegedly.
Seeing another man. We was in Miami. It got really crazy that time. We was upstairs and he had like, we were in his closet and he like pushed me and I fell to the ground and then he like stood over me. So I was like laying on my back and he stood over me and he started like punching me like this. Like
damn.
He avoided my face, but he like started punching me like on the side of my head and I was just like covering my face. And then after he got done doing that, he like stomped on my stomach.
Damn. This is not Cassie. But this story sounds similar to what Cassie said. His ninja in them goddamn feet, man. That's his MO. Like, yo, I'm gonna kick this bitch.
Really hard. And I like took the wind out of my breath. I couldn't breathe. And he kept hitting me. And I was like pleading to him, like, can you stop? I can't breathe. And he like stopped for a little bit. He like grabbed my hair from me. He had caught me texting.
Damn, man. I mean, this shit wild.
You said that things had gotten so serious that you became pregnant. Not once, but twice, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I met him in February. And
he was doing the smishmortions A-Town stumping. He was like, I'm about to have your baby. Then he was like, nope.
I got pregnant in October.
Oh, so the same year?
The same year.
Okay. And you mind telling me what happened with that pregnancy?
Well, I told him and he was like, you're going to get an abortion, right? And then I was like, I don't know. I don't know yet. And then he offered me $50,000 to get rid of it, but I turned it down because I wanted to prove that I wasn't the girl that wanted him for money.
Okay.
I just
she was playing the long game.
Care about him, and I just wanted him to be nice to me.
Would it be fair to say that he was an asshole about it? I mean, offering somebody $50,000 to abort a baby. Whew, you said
why? I mean, she'll make more from child support.
That things had gotten so serious that you became pregnant, not once but twice, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I met him in February, and then
All right, I think that's the replay. But this is NYPD talking about. There was rumors that he was under some secret investigation. But it came out that yesterday a member of the NYPD's Public Information Office erroneously told a reporter about an apparent existence of an active case filed against the same Sean Combs. There is no such investigation at present. Further, the release of such information is not consistent with international policies of the Office of the Deputy Commissioner, Public Information, NYPD, yada, yada, yada. These treats allegations of SA and rape extremely seriously and urges anyone who has been the victim to file up a report. I mean, you got that.
So like crazy.
Oh, this is where like some psychic basically calls out him getting charged.
Crazy. I am being shown November of 2023. So her death date was November 15th of 2018. But I'm being shown November of 2023. I don't think we're done with this. I feel she's shaking her head yes. Before she stare at me, then she wait, and now she's shaking her head yes. I am being shown that things are being prepared. She is showing me a trumpet. People are standing straight up. And there are people going to speak, not just about what happened to her, about other things. Something is unraveling. For some reason, she's showing me like, was one of her kids, I wonder, in band? Because she's showing me like trumpet marching band type music, which is weird because I don't think that that's her favorite. But I'm being shown that. Somebody is leading the march, leading the way. There, that's what it is. Somebody is leading the march, leading the way to uncover this information, and I'm getting 5 months. So I feel
Sorry,
I keep laughing because she's like, out with it. Toxic metal exposure. Personal, private, written, handwritten documentation about what was said to her 3 months before she passed, what she witnessed, and the final straw that she couldn't take anymore. And it's not a case of domestic violence. It goes far beyond that.
What? Far beyond domestic violence?
And that. So it is domestic violence, but it's far, far beyond that. So she goes in a completely different scope. 5 months. The time is being marked. 5 months. So this is June, July, August, September, October, November. I'm going for November 15th.
Whoa, this shit is way accurate.
Right around there. It's coming out. It will not be, you cannot keep this. She's literally, you cannot stop the truth. And she has like, this is it. So like crazy. I am being shown.
That is wild. Wow. Is there proof of this from before November 15th? Well, she filed it on November 16th. So likely the way it works, she had to meet up with her lawyer prior. That wasn't like, hey, lawyer, I was getting my ass whooped by Diddy. Who was this? Danity Kane speaks out in support of Cassie. I haven't posted anything on this platform for a very long time, but today there is a very good self-worth, peace of mind, right to speak your truth. Cassie, you are incredibly brave to shine light on what you endured in the dark. I'm sorry you had to go through it alone. I'm praying for your continued strength, and I offer my full support. Look, man, women gonna support women no matter what. Women gonna support women no matter what. Women gonna support women no matter what. Cassie trending, surviving P. Diddy is gonna be insane. The freak off parties is gonna be the most insane shit. When they be like, yo, it was a freak off party. Aubrey O'Day, she calling everyone. She calling everyone like, Diddy, they finally got him, girl. They finally got him. Been trying to tell y'all for years, prayers up for this queen. I don't know. Diddy's former girlfriend, Cassie, filed that lawsuit. I mean, this shit was everywhere. And like when they did it, they wanted this shit to go. You know, after years in silence and darkness, Cassie said in a statement, I'm finally ready to tell my story and speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefit of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. I know Diddy is scrambling. Not that. This is a Viagra story. I don't think y'all want to hear about Viagra. I mean, y'all want to hear about Viagra? You know, with all this seriousness going on, how can we think about Viagra at a time like this when Cassie just got her face kicked in as she was running away? Okay? We cannot sit here and talk about Viagra. All right? Like, what the fuck? You'd be like, I mean, I feel like some people are like, no, I want to hear about this Viagra story. I want to hear about it. Like, Henry, you ever try Viagra? You ever did it? Like, no. No, I haven't. Sorry. It's not my thing. What else do I got? Oh, shit. What's going on in Jamaica? This is going on in Jamaica right now. What is this? What is this ninja doing? I mean, I can't play it because it got music. But, Henry, didn't you say Cassie asked for money because she originally wanted to write a book? Yeah. Right here. Good catch. She wanted to write a book, guys. She was like, hey, give me 30 million or I'm writing a damaging book about their relationship. And there you go, right there. You see it? You see how it works? You see how it works? Someone said at the table, let him down. Yeah, he let himself down. But anyway, guys, any questions? When is it on next stream? Oh, I got an interview tomorrow with Chud Logic. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going to talk about probably Diddy, in all honesty. In all honesty, we'll probably talk Azzyland. You know, Hobb, broke the story first. I don't know. Am I missing anything? I mean, what's going on live stream fail right now? Oh, Jack gonna be there for sure. What's going on LSF? I do got a bunch of stuff saved on Twitter, but this Diddy stuff was so long. It was so long. I was like, ugh. And Chud was talking about how no one's talking about that OTK stuff, and I'm like, yeah, because no one cares. Alinity plays GTA 5. Like, come on. Destiny gives financial advice. Destiny finds out about denim starting. I mean, it's nothing on the LSF these days. A streamer tells a joke. Steve will do it. Entire crew got robbed. I saw that. Soda. I mean, Kitty, what's this? I see. Okay. Was this like Cassie's sister? Y'all like make this shit big. Like, what is this? What's she doing? She playing with the cat? She playing with the cat? She playing with the kitty cat? Is that what the hype is about? You're like, yo, she playing with that kitty cat. I mean, she got a I mean, I don't know. I mean, why is this making LSF with all these views? It's just her playing with a kitty cat, which looks to be her kitty cat. I don't know, man. I'm not one of the mods over here. You know, who is this? I mean, it just became OTK stuff. CS2 ranked experience. I mean, this could be good. I don't know. Mia's the gentleman, the winner of musical chairs. I mean, he better musical chair with Adriana Lee. See what the fuck's that about? But it's really nothing out there. I mean, every day it's extra Emily, Mizkif, Soda. It's OTK. It's OTK, baby, all day. People are weird. I know they're weird. It's Twitch. You got to remember, Twitch is different. It's like YouTube and Twitch is like two different things. I'm trying to merge them, but it's really hard to pause. It's really hard. But when this OTK stuff potentially either go to trial or get settled, it'd be something. But it's really nothing on here. I mean, I think we got to just go to Dexerto, right? Dexerto if we want like breaking news, because if not, we just gonna get all the OTK stuff. Maya Higa, he just popped up. I mean, I don't know what's going on, guys. Is anything going on? But you probably never heard of him. Who's this new superstar streamer? Twitch. Some emo looking dude. Look like Emaru brother. X-Cry blowing up on Twitch. Why? Who is X-Cry? Hey, what is this dude doing? What is this? What is this? This shit, hey. Bro, y'all want me to see me doing this shit, man? Sup, please. Shit like that. And shout out to Just Niece with the $10 super chat. She said, good live tonight. It was good. Sometimes when I have a smaller audience, I can go a little bit more back and forth with the chat. And we can actually have a good time, like a good interaction. Sometimes when it'd be like more people, I'd be like, shit. They'd be like, get to the content, get to the content. I'd be like, but I want to farm it. He's the Spanish emo XQC or something. Yeah. I mean, whatever works, man. You get paid, young. Get paid, young ninja. Get paid. I mean, Mr. B sends message to Indian fans in his quest to be most sub. I mean, he needs India to win, right? I mean, this is where we at right now. You like, Henry, what the hell? This is Dexerto in Destiny subreddit has replaced LSF. RIP LSF. But is there anything other breaking out there that I should be talking about? Anything? Dan Clancy put it well. Small streamers are like a bar where everyone knows your name. Yeah, man. I'll be a small streamer for a while, probably, until I start editing. I was like, here's the thing. I don't game. I'm not gonna be in some gaming competition. It's hard for me to break stories. I mean, we'll talk about it tomorrow with Chud. Like, if I break a story, no one cares. But if someone with like 500,000 people break a story using my same shit, everyone's like, oh, look what they found. You're like, but the people here like, no, Henry found that shit first. But yeah, no, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, I think I'm about to call it a night for the weekend. If there isn't drama, start some. Now, if there isn't drama, then I'm free to talk about some of the things I want to talk. Like, it is some other stuff I wanted to talk about. Maybe I'll wake up early and do some random shit, like 8 o'clock or something. I don't know. Shout out to Cavos. Yeah, shout out to Cavos. He always, so here, I'll give you guys an inside scoop, right? I'll do a video. It won't get traction. And I'll be like, Cavos, this is some hot shit. Cover it. Now, to be fair, I should have gave him the Azzyland, but I don't know if he would have took it. But, shout out to Cavos, man. I support Cavos. He shouts me out. He uses my shit. All good to Cavos. But yeah, that's sometimes that's what it takes, though. You find something good and you're like, damn, this is a great story. Break it. You break it, you get 100 views, and no one cares. And then someone else like a Cavos come along, he used the same stuff you do, and you get 1 million views. And you're like, well, at least it's out. The story's out. And, he shouted me out. Maybe I'll get a couple of subscribers or something. But, it's not stealing content because there was no way in hell I was going to get 1 million views on a video. So, well, if you guys got no questions, I appreciate everyone for coming out. Like the stream on the way. How y'all like the layout? I don't like the new chat box. I'll be honest. All right. You know what I'm going to start doing at the end of every stream? Making stream better. So, like, I don't like this chat box. I think I'm going to go back to one line But what do you guys think? These, I mean, y'all are the people who be here. I think one line would be better. Cause this bubble text is so like large. I can only get like 3 on here. What do you guys think about this chat box? Even though we do have YouTube support, like we have both. Like, you see how I work? Where I got both. We don't have to worry about YouTube not being present. Yeah, the chat box is a little off. I agree. It's a bit intrusive. And if moving fast, and if it's a bit intrusive, if moving fast, it's not ideal. Nope, I agree. So I'll probably change this up for tomorrow and go with single line. But I had to figure out how to get both in, because people are like, who are you talking to? And I'd be like, I'm talking to Twitch, or I'm talking to YouTube. And they're like, we don't see it. So now everyone can see what everyone says. And we can have a good one, a better stream, a more interactive stream. And then like it's so crazy. But anyway, guys, y'all have a good weekend. Shout out to Doug, shout out to Niece for sponsoring the stream. You got to try things. You're right, I do. And well, Jack, you've seen the progress. The sound is tight. Y'all like the sound? I really hate the sound, but y'all say it's good. I mean, the noise gate is gone completely. I don't hear it when it opens or it closes. So I'm happy about that. But I still don't think my voice sounds as crisp as I would like. Like, I feel like it's still harsh. You know? I'm like, why is my voice harsh? But yeah, sound is crisp. Frank tank top to baseball cap. I was there. Yeah. Yeah. And that's what I want, right? Like a year from now, I want to look back at my old streams and be like, damn, we've come a long way. We come a long way. I want to get a background. I want to get some shit behind me. I'm still trying to work out my eye position, where I'm like looking left and looking right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure I got to set my orientation to where I'm always looking at the subject. And sometimes, like, I got OBS on the left-hand side and the screen on the right-hand side. Maybe I need to swap that or flip OBS. It's a big ordeal. But I'm tired of looking off the screen. Maybe you have a sticker where you want. Yeah. We'll get to it. All right, guys. New chat box tomorrow. I'll have it up for Chud Logic. I'll be up around 9 a.m. With it. And my content just been slow. I've been slow with the content. Like, all right. Well, anyway, y'all have a good night. Hopefully I see you tomorrow at 9. If I don't, enjoy your weekend.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
Get your money up, not your funny up. Do what a Def said. All right.